Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. Oh, looks like my timer's up right now. That's a little interesting. Hold on, let me get that fixed. I probably sound like garbage, and I apologize. But hey, I'm still here. I'm still going to help with your guys' rosters, and we're going to do what we can. Okay, let's open up our roster review section. Here we go. And we're going to go at roster reviews live now. Voila. Okay. Roster reviews are now live, guys. Hop in. We will establish your panic farms and help out with your roster reviews. Okay. Let me just move around my setup. Dude, I bet I look like garbage, too. Yeah. 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 Oh. Lord Megatron, welcome. Welcome, Blake Meter. Welcome. Good to see you. Rabbit Beaver, I put my code in the reviews channel. I have to run to work, but we'll still review the VOD. Okay, I will get to you, Iconiac, I promise. Arkin, welcome, welcome. Con Warlock, Enthos, good to see you. What a poor second stream box, man, because I feel like garbage. But it's good to have you here regardless. Castiel, welcome, welcome. Could we get a member to get us a General Kenobi for Castiel in the chat? Sovereign Winter, did I miss a GAC signup? Was hit and miss this weekend. No, GAC signups start tomorrow. So you are still good, Sovereign Winter. Thank you for that, General Kenobi, by the way. Sinestral, welcome, welcome, my friend. Josh, good to see you. Yeah, I will see if I can get you a timestamp for you, just so that way you know when it is. Voltage, welcome, welcome. Can we get a General Kenobi for Voltage as well? Justin, welcome. It's good to see you. Saw your tourney post, was so scared I missed it. No, we just got to get the tourney going and get the signups going. So for those of you who are not aware, we do a GAC tournament. It's not required or anything. It's just for fun. But you can come down here and you can see it. And so this is where you sign up. You react to this message right here. We split you up into teams, and then you keep track of your wins and losses. And your team works together with you. They're also working to get wins and losses written down, and you help your team just get through the grand arena. And then whichever team wins the most wins throughout the season, whether it be 3v3 or 5v5, they get a fun little trophy and a role as GAC tournament champions up at the top of the Discord for the week off from grand arena. So fun little things. Signups are open. If you guys want to participate, go ahead and head over to the Discord and sign up. So, yes, Blake, I am sick. I woke up with a hardcore cold this morning. My sinuses were killing me. I went and got some cold medicine, and now I'm here streaming. So, yes, I am sick, unfortunately. How are you doing, Block A? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Just got my raid to Relic 7, so above that 10k offense. Woo woo. Heck yeah, Josh. Congratulations. I appreciate it, Bombardment. Let me go through my Discord. It's bugging me I have notifications going, but I've gotten a ton of notifications this morning. I think everyone's just reminding me of a territory war because I have 3 accounts now, and so everyone and their mother is like, hey, territory war. I'm like, I know. Wait, where was I pinged here? Did they delete the message where I was pinged? Oh, no, there. Yes. Okay, there's where I got pinged. Okay. Well, I take a sick day off work. Speaking of, welcome, Adam and Casbiel. We have a Castiel and a Casbiel. I love that. Can I call you guys Kaz and Kaz? I love that so much. Speaking of, I should probably text my boss and let him know I have a cold, and we will see what he says. But usually I just work through it, unless it's like the Rona or something like that. Okay. But yeah, we shall see, Blake. I might not. It just depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow morning. Somehow summer is always the cold season for me. Yeah, turn of seasons are rough for me. If it's switching to summer or switching to winter, that's usually when I get sick. So, I appreciate it, Lord Megatron. Can we get a member to give Adam D here a General Kenobi, please? Yes, Adam, I am, in fact, sick, unfortunately. Ooh, look at that. We're getting somewhere with our Reva shards. That's 26 Reva shards for this territory battle. That's awesome. Very nice. Ooh, hello. Hold on. I think that finishes one of our requirements. Hold on. Would you look at that, guys? And Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is officially Relic 7. Our first JML rec. After 6 months of sitting here and not going for JML, we're finally going for JML, guys. Oh, we're missing mods. We got a remod because we were testing Mommy Mandalore. That's right. Okay. Let's start getting into some of these panic farms. Only ever get sick in the summer. That is kind of weird. There's the roster review section. Okay, we got a couple people already. Sounds good. Oh, JML's your next GL? Oh, yeah, McAir. Like, it's, like... You look at my JML requirements. Old Ben to Relic 5. I have him at Relic 3. C-3PO at Relic 5. I have him at Relic 3. Mon Mothma's at Gear 10 right now, 7-star. R2-D2 I have at Gear 12. Hermit Yoda I have at Relic 3, Relic 5. Lando I had at Relic 3, Relic 5. I had Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker at Relic 5 of 7. Like, it just makes sense. Kenny Kuhn, welcome, welcome. It's going fairly well. We're on the last node, actually. So we're finally at the point where we can fight Luthen. Let's just get 3 stars on it. What's your next PP after JML? I wouldn't call it a PP. I'm going for Profundity. It's going to be the best thing for my roster, period. And so that's what we're going to focus on. You look 100% better than you sound. You going to make it? No, I'm not going to make it, just in case you're wondering. Let's see. Who's going to be the damage dealer on this team? It's going to be you. And I'm going to guess Saw, I guess. I don't know much about the Saw Gerrera faction. Like their rebel fighter team, I don't know anything about it. Clear off buffs. No, we'll increase cooldowns. They don't have foresight, so increase cooldowns. You have to start Inquisitors soon for your guild. Yeah, I'm flashing in between Inquisitors and my my JML rec. So we just finished Jedi Knight Luke, which means I'm going to finish my Grand Inquisitor next. And then as soon as I finish my Grand Inquisitor, we will, you know, do Old Ben and so on and so forth and kind of just bounce between the two for the foreseeable future. We're PP pals. Yes, the Profundity is going to be, like, honestly, if you get Profundity, you're going to get to Kyber really easily. Like, that's just how it works. Just finish off him too. Or not. Jeez, that's a lot of damage to just be like, ah, I'm fine. Let's get you. I know you guys are gonna die, but it's worth doing just to prevent damage. Hey, Dope Man, welcome, welcome. How did I beat the Gungan node in Sector 4? I'm guessing the same team, honestly. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm almost positive. I just used main. I can do some testing today if you guys want to see some testing and see if I can find out a way to do them without with like just regular like light speed bundle stuff, and see if I can't figure out a way to do it for you guys. But hey, I didn't even know that was there. Okay, sweet. Hey, I'll take that. That's a hefty hefty ask. Okay, so you said Ray plus You said Revan and Jedi Knight Luke. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We'll do that. Where's our Jedi Knight Luke? Right, we don't have any Zetas on him, so he's gonna be a little lower. Yeah, there he is. And then who for the last slot? I'm gonna give him Ben. My Zori's gear 9, so I doubt that would help for Zori, because Zori's just gonna get absolutely stomped. Like, where is she? Yeah, my Zori's gear 9. So, with how many AoEs they have, Zori would get absolutely obliterated. So we're gonna try this. Use the Mandalorians. Yeah, not a lot of people have Mandalorians, though. We don't really have like a taunt, so we'll just throw it on JTR. Where's... There we go. Got our volume going. We're just gonna hit that. Yeah, we have ability block on him. So let's hit this. Right? So I'll pass the turn to him, which will allow us to hit the stun. So all of them will be under stun for a turn. Wow, that lasted so long. Okay, mark down the shield generator, I'm guessing is kind of the main focus. Oh, it can't receive debuffs. Let's get rid of the debuffs on you. Yeah, Dank Ideals, we'll be doing roster reviews. It was just someone asked a question about this node. Propriety has been so great in the last year. I ignored it for a while, but recently found it so amazing against Leviathan. Yeah, has made Fleet Leader climb so much better. Yeah, and like no one has a counter for it, which is super nice. So yeah, I'm liking the idea of Rey. Whoever suggested Rey, I think that there's even without the Jedi, there's a whole thing with just Rey being something viable for this, because they gain so much turn meter that Rey herself is just doing so incredibly much damage. And so I honestly think this is going to be your best bet, is Rey. Like I think Rey can kill people without like hitting the shield generator, honestly. So just getting yourself some like tanks for her and just letting them just keep pushing that turn meter, I think honestly this is going to work. Dank Ideals coming in at the $4.99. Thank you, my friend. Almost done with the Gungans. Okay, sounds good. Give me a little bit more information on what you're working on and what you have going. I can tell you right now, I'm going to be disappointed in the fact that you don't have a Relic 9 Bodhi. Can I review your Elden Ring build? Sure. Send me your Elden Ring build and I'll do it. I don't care. Just literally send me a message. I'm not gonna like look at your Elden Ring build like I don't know how I would, like screenshots or whatever. But like if you just send me the list of what you're using and what your stats are, I can tell you whether or not I would use it. Dang, that inspiration leaving sucks. Oh, Array is pretty useful. Hopefully one day I can get Lightspeed Bundle. Yeah. Dang, we need to hit that one more time. I recently bought the game, never played a Souls game. Yeah, Elden Ring was my first Souls game, but I've played way too much Elden Ring, dude. Like, so much Elden Ring. There's Dank Ideals coming in. I hate Gungans. Fair. Yeah, so here you guys go. Like, it looks like you can kind of just rely on the fact that they kind of auto-target other people besides Ray. I can't decide if I want to ultimate or if I just want to kill off the shield generator. I feel like if I kill off the shield generator, we might die immediately. So we're going to hit this and see if we can't do something here. There we go. Okay, so the shield generator's gone. They should all just die immediately off of this now. And there you go, guys. That is how you do that node. I don't even think you need the Jedi or anything. Literally just bring in like a ray. I don't know. Shield generator took some type of damage. I'm guessing it has something to do with my... it was like something to do with like a volatile accelerator or something, or amplify agony. I don't know. Oh, it was the caustic emissions, I think. I think caustic emissions kicked in, and so it automatically took something out. Got red box. Hey, congratulations, Dank Ideal. That's awesome. Even though that that ability isn't supposed to work, I'm guessing that's what worked. That's a glitch if I've ever seen one. Sure, I'll accept your friend request. Eventually, I'm going to have to start kicking people out of my friend request, so that way I can only accept people that are new players, but yeah. Okay, give me just one sec, guys. Okay, so let's jump into these roster reviews, starting with Dank Ideals, obviously, because he donated. We'll be doing the 5-minute timers as well. So if you donate, you do not get the 5-minute timer, as well as jumping the line. If you don't donate, then we just go through the people in the Discord. If you want to get yourself a roster review, throw it in the Discord. Link is in the description of this video. Oh yeah, I am definitely sick right now, Tuna, but... Yes, I'm down with this sickness, if you will. Always kick the people from my ally list that have been inactive for at least 2 weeks. I just don't look at my ally list because I haven't hit a cap yet. As soon as I hit a cap, I'll start looking at that. Okay, so Dank Ideals. After Gungan's patching holes, correct Zori, Marin, and am I missing any? Then Leia. Okay, so you want to look for holes. You have the Relic Knight Chrysanthemum. I know we talked about that way back when. You have the pay to win. Hey, E-Dude, welcome, welcome. What is the best teams for Conquest? CLS, General Grievous, any GL that's not Sith Eternal, Bane. Those are some of my favorites. It's just off the top of my head. I really like Gungans as of lately, but that's obviously something that's not viable for most people. Gas isn't bad. Isn't great either, but isn't bad. If you can stack a couple of the whenever they're crit, they get protection ones, Gas will basically never sit down, which is really entertaining. And so you can basically just sit there and watch people suffer. So, hey, Breakgrass, welcome, welcome. No counting GLs. Yeah, so let's see. Imperial Troopers with Watt work fairly well. Gas works fairly well. GG I love. Dash Rendar I love. CLS is like the absolute top tier. Bane is obviously top tier. If you're looking for the absolute king of Conquest, it's Jedi Master Luke, but I know you said no GLs. The Phoenix Crex team works surprisingly well in Conquest. Like, even down as low as, like, 50% stamina. Like, I've been impressed with the Crex team. So, don't sleep on that. Finn Zori works really well as well. Those would be probably the easiest ones to get. Padme is okay. I'm not a huge fan of Padme. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully that helps. JKL is amazing in Conquest. I haven't really used JKL in Conquest. Like JKL lead, I'd have to get the Zeta. Afra's great with the Zealous Ambition and Ruthless Swiftness. Oh, I bet. You know, obviously, Dank Ideals. Quadme is good in with the Padawan Omi. Like, obviously. Darth Revan is with the right discs. Yeah, with the right discs, I think anyone can be really, really great. The thing about like some of these teams, like General Grievous, if you can get the dots and debts going, you can literally insta kill everyone on the opponent team with a General Grievous team with New Gunray, and it's really, really entertaining. How to mod Marin? Go to this website. I know that it's recently changed and it's funky, and I still haven't taken a look through it to learn how to use it or anything. But just use this because she doesn't need speed. I believe potency is what people usually. It's either potency or tenacity. I think it might be tenacity. Because people do her for the Jabba counter, and so I believe tenacity is the one to do. Let's see. So we click units. We're going to click Marin. And then we will learn how to use this, I promise. Alignment, unique speed, description. Oh, here we go. Best mods. Fancy. Yeah, so tenacity. Secondary is health, potency. So this is if you're not using her for the Jabba counter. But this is the most common one, is tenacity, because it's what you use for the Jabba counter. So it looks like health percentage. You're kind of just going for a ton of health percentage. Tenacity's pretty up there as well as instead of potency right here. So it's kind of up to you. But there you go. You don't remember, you don't need speed. Yeah, you don't need speed at all. It doesn't make sense to have speed on her. Okay, sorry. We are getting back to Senator Dankerton here. Dank Ideals. So you're looking for holes. You have Gungans almost done, which is awesome. So your PP's almost finished. You're going to fill in some holes. Marin is obviously one. Zori was another, and Captain Rex was another. Let's check this. I'm pretty sure I know what your next one is. TIE Defender. You need a Relic Iden Versio. You have that fleet basically done. I would highly suggest Relic 5. Relic 3 I've been using it at, and it gets a little scary in general. So 100% I would Relic 5 your Iden Versio. So that is going to be one I'd add to your list. In fact, I'd put that above the other three, because like Captain Rex and Zori does things right where they're at right now. Whereas Iden Versio, you want that high relic level to guarantee you some solid work in the department of that. Thrawn you could get up. He's not really super into the meta, and like you don't really need the extra speed on his capital ship thanks to Iden Versio's TIE Defender, but I can see a point for it. But yeah, so Iden Versio should be relicked ASAP. I honestly would put that above your other side farms. Like, maybe you can put Marin above that because, you know, who doesn't want a Jabba counter? So, like, Relic Marin, sure. But Iden Versio, I definitely think is going to be top of the... I don't... This hurts my soul a bit, not having a Qui-Gon Omicron. I think we've mentioned this before and we've talked about this, but that hurts my soul just a hair. This is a hole. If you have time to finish your gas, that's an excellent team you got sitting in your roster. I saw the clones. I was like, oh, I bet he has gas. I bet he got him and he just hasn't leveled him. But yeah, I would say top of the list. What's the counter for the Qui-Gon Omi in 5v5? General Grievous is an excellent counter to the Qui-Gon Omi. I wanted to kind of keep that quiet, mostly because I was telling people to get the Qui-Gon Omi, and most people that got the Qui-Gon Omi also have a General Grievous. It's still scary at times, but... Texas Bread. Welcome, my friend. Afternoon, Rabbit. Apple told me I have his monthly review if you have time. Yes, Texas Bread, I will get to you. What Enthos? What is hilarious? Grand Inquisitor, Max Banners, and Qui-Gon Omi. Yeah, there you go. You can use the Inquisitors because everyone has Inquisitors and everyone loves them. But also, if you have Reva and you have Inquisitors, you are wasting it on a Qui-Gon Omi. Bad Batch is also great for Qui-Gon Jinn. You are absolutely correct. Zeta coming up to $4.99. I want to know what I should go for if I should go for Executor next, or go back and finish some core teams or mods. Thank you. Okay, sounds good, Zeta. We'll do you directly after this one. You got 60 of your 30 needed for Razor Crest shards. Oof. Oof. I appreciate it, Wep. Hey, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, my friend. Let's turn that up a little bit. Yeah, so overall, I'm going to say Gas, Imperial Troopers are like two teams that you kind of have sitting in your roster, ready to go, but you haven't really finished. Another one is Mandalorians, if you want a fun PP. And those are like the three like base teams that I'm seeing in your roster that are just not finished. So Gas, I mean, you could also do a GG team. So Gas, GG, Mandalorians, and Imperial Troopers are kind of the four teams that I'm looking at. But as for like many farms where you're just like, I need just one character to get them up, it's going to be Iden Versio. I would put Iden Versio above even Marin in my opinion, but I can see someone saying, well, I want to do Marin first. So, sounds good, Enthos. You have a great night. I'll get Gas when I get him 7-star. Fair enough, fair enough. Jedi Knight Revan versus the Qui-Gon Omi. Yeah, it can work. It's scary, but yeah, it can definitely work. I feel like every counter for that team is like, it can work, but, you know, unless you're overkilling it, it's terrifying. Hey, Dan, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. Let's check your ships really quick, see if there's anything you're kind of sleeping on in ships. I would consider taking some time and relicking your BAM a little bit. Make sure you're continually working on this. You want this fleet up and going, because this is, like, yes, it's not one of the best fleets, but it is an excellent fleet to have in your pocket as a cleanup fleet if you're in High Kyber, and if you're not in High Kyber, it's just an excellent fleet in general. And, like, I still use this to this day in Kyber 3 and Kyber 2 to take down Executors. So, like, don't sleep on that, dude. Keep it going. That's a fleet I'd like to see you work on soon. Overall, solid. Bam is Beskar Mandalorian. That's just the go-to name for him. Don't ask me, because, you know, yeah, it's Beskar Armor Mandalorian is the full acronym, but yeah. Hey, Kylo Black, welcome. It's good to see you, my friend. Oh, I feel like crap. Appreciate it, Enthos. I unlock Malgus next proving ground, and he gets no team. Oof. That hurts a bit, Dank. That hurts. But, like, don't feel like you gotta farm him up just for no reason. Like, I'd finish some of your holes in your roster before you start a new project like Gas. Like, you mentioned Iden Versio, you mentioned Zori, Captain Rex, and Marin. I think that is an excellent idea, and then I would move on to your next major project. You're going for Leia. You could go for Leia after those 4 characters, and then kind of circle back around, get yourself a Malgus team in your roster. If you start to struggle against things like Gungans and, you know, overall having enough teams, I would consider taking a break and going for Malgus, because Malgus is like the ultimate offensive tool right now, and so that would be my suggestion for when you would want to do that, Malgus. Okay, let's go to a Zeta real quick. Zeta. So, should I go for Executor or should I go for some core teams is your question. So you have 2 GLs, which is great. You have Star Killer, so you bought basically all the light speed bundles. You have a Zori up, which is beautiful. You even have a Dark Trooper leveled up to 7-star gear 12. Where are you with your Executor farm? You got yourself a 7-star, 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 7-star. Yep. Dude, I'd go for Executor, absolutely. Like, I know that, you know, a lot of people want to spread outwards, but if you're not feeling the pressure of, like, spreading outwards, I don't think you need to. Because, like, you're in the sweet spot of having a lot of teams with the stuff that you got from the Lightspeed bundles, because you have, like, an amazing Zori team, you're already starting into an Imperial Trooper team with your Executor farm, you already have a Star Killer team, you have an offensive and a defensive GL, you have a lot of little teams you can use, like, you can use a First Order team, like, you have a lot here that you could use, Zeta. So I would 100% say Executor. Get that crystal income into your roster, guarantee yourself a spot in high in your fleet arena shard, 100%. Kayer Reval is now following over on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Is there any counter for Leviathan? There's plenty of counters for Leviathan. But yeah, so that would overall be my suggestion to you, is just gun down that Executor. And after you finish that Executor, finish this Dark Trooper up to Relic 5. It's going to be insanely helpful. And focus down offense mods, not speed mods for him. Not crit damage, offense mods. I don't know if you have all his abilities leveled up, but this ability can't critically hit unless this unit has advantage, and so he's not going to critically hit, so there's no point to having crit damage. You want high offense, because then it can just absolutely take people down. So hey Storm, welcome, it's good to see you. Profundity I found is great counter. I used Executor for months and it was a struggle. Profundity I've used this month and it's made it so much smoother. Yeah, Profundity is a much better counter to Leviathan than Executor is. Doesn't mean you can't use Executor, but what's the best lineup for Executor? That entirely depends on what you're doing, Adam D. Are you referring to defense, offense? What are you referring to? Okay, a non-GL fleet counter. They're few and far between, Bombardment. I will show you what they are. Yes, Empire and Scythe is an excellent counter. Let's see. I don't actually think I have these counters up to date, but fleets, Leviathan. Yeah, so you have the Executor counter right here, and then let me fix this fleet. So you get rid of that, you add that, you get rid of that, and you add that, and that is the Leviathan counter right there, and then this is the Leviathan counter, and so these are the only two, like, solid Leviathan counters. You can also pull it off with a Thrawn, just a regular Thrawn fleet. It's much less easy, and like it gets really scary, but even if you can take out a couple people, you can usually take in another fleet and finish off the Leviathan. So you can two-shot it with a regular Thrawn lineup, but these are the two go-to counters right now. So would this Marauder counter Leviathan? Yes. At 6-star, 5-star, 4-star, this counters Leviathan, and if they don't high relic their Sith Assassin. That's what his name is. Sorry, it took me a second to remember. If they don't high relic their Sith Assassin, this can take out a 7-star. But if it's the TIE Dorito lineup, this cannot take down a 7-star. You're going to have to level up that Marauder more. So the bare minimum is Gear 10 for Tech. This is to get the abilities that you need for the ship, basically. Gear 11 for Hunter, Gear 10 for Tech, and then Gear 9 for Wrecker. And then, you know, you can see I don't even have the full stars. But this, if you want to take a look, it's funny because I'm sick right now and I'm talking about this, right, guys? And the original video that I made for this, where I described this, I had the Rona when it happened. When I was filming this video, I actually had the Rona. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So many freaking videos. I need to stop making videos. Right here. Counter Leviathan with low gear Bad Batch. If you just search that up, you'll find it. And this will go exactly through everything you need to know about this counter. So, there you go. Yeah, like, the thing is, though, eventually you want to get to the point where profundity is permanently on defense. Like, I'm at that point where as soon as I get profundity, it is a defensive tool. That is it. It is sitting on defense, and I'm watching people suffer. And that's what you want to get to, is you want to have enough fleets in your roster that you can control their defense with your off meta, and that way your meta can sit on defense and make them suffer. So, okay. You just sated all your pilots? Is that what you're trying to say? Very nice. Ooh. Scythe, TIE Defender, and Chimera is the only one that's super consistent. Yeah, a Negotiator is like a super consistent two-shot, though, which is super nice. Okay. Garlic bread, what's your ally code? Texas toast or whatever it is, Texas bread. And then we will get back to the list. Oh, we got quite the list, jeez. You just beat Renala, very nice. I'm just going to take a look at Anakin Lovercaller while I wait for Texas bread to respond. It's not that I'm tired, Storm, I have a cold right now. No, it is not, Ash. There is, you can go to your roster review section and you can sign up. Okay, let's see. So you're level 51, you have a 30 in vigor. You want to bring that up to 40 as soon as you can, but, you've done some solid work into vigor. 40 is, so there's soft caps in Elden Ring if you don't know. So like if you get to 40 vigor and you go to 41, the difference between 39 and 40 and 40 and 41 is much more different. So like you get diminishing returns as you continue forward. And so like you don't want to go past 40 vigor, you don't want to go past 80 on any of your damage stats. So if you're using like intelligence as your damage stat, you don't want to go above 80 for it. Because it's just diminishing returns. It doesn't really give you that much. Bloodhound's Fang is an excellent starter weapon. A lot of people love it. I hope you know how to do both halves of the Ash of War, so that way you can do the turn invisible thing. But it's an excellent thing to use. Honestly, a solid starter build. I see no problems with your current build. You just need to spec into damage a bit harder, and then you're good. Like, your vigor's looking good and everything. Nicest are good in Conquest? I don't know you, dude. I honestly haven't tried them. Interesting. Well, there you go. Josh and the Boxman answer your questions. How am I, excuse me, how am I doing? I'm not doing great. That's the answer to you. My voice is just, it's garbage. What do you think the next capital ship GL will be? GL, Darth Tyrannus, capital ship, Trench's ship is my guess. If I were to, like, give you my hopes, I would prefer if we got a light side ship. I don't know what it would be, but perhaps Satil Sean's capital ship. I don't know. Then we got a GL Revan Reborn. That would kind of be what I would be looking for personally. But I'm guessing we're going to be getting some stuff that's more episode 1 and episode 3 related, considering this year is the episode 1 anniversary and next year is episode 3 anniversary, as well as we have the episode 7 anniversary coming next year. So I'm also guessing we're going to get a Snoke next year as well. If you go to the Discord link in the description, and when you join the Discord, there's a section for roster reviews here, and you just add yourself to the list. And if you miss yourself, like if I don't get to you in that thing, you can go to the channel roles, click right here, and I ping this role every time we do roster reviews. Also, I want to check something. Oh, and if you join the Discord, you'll be the 500th member, which is freaking awesome. So, okay, let's see. Where's roster reviews? There's roster reviews. Got it. Okay. Bread. Bread, tell me a bit about your roster, dude. I mean, I'm not a mind reader, so tell me a bit about your roster, what you're working on right now, what your last farm is, and what your favorite team is. First time on stream. Congratulations, Silent One, for finding us. It's so good to have you here. I love you with all of my heart for being here, even while I'm sick. Hey, Alex RG, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Just finished Lord Vader, looking to possibly go for Jabba. Okay. Here's where I'm worried about your account, dude. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Yeah. You have the Echelon, which is good. You have a Marauder. It's 5-star, but that doesn't really matter when it comes to the Marauder. I would go for the 6-star personally, but yeah. Okay, here's the thing, dude. Your fleets are severely lacking. Yeah, you hate ship farms, and I get it, dude. But half the reason that you hate ship farms is because you don't have a good ship in your roster. I highly suggest that you go for something like Executor at this point. Let's take a look at your kind of like overall ships, but like, yeah, like you basically are primed for Executor at this point. You have 7 stars of almost all the ships except for IG-2000. You already have BAM unlocked, and you have 2 Zetas on him, and you're looking for an excuse to get relic levels on him, I'm guessing, considering you dropped the 2 Zetas on him. Like, I would highly suggest an Executor farm for this account. Also, like content, looking for more. Thank you. I have no idea how to say your name. Ithophalophobia? That sounds like the fear of penises. Now I gotta look it up. Oh, I called it, guys. I called it. It is. Because I know the word phallus, and it's part of that word. I called that so hard. That's great. Oh, you found me through Nooch Too Good. Very nice. We do love Nooch over here on the channel. We've interacted with him quite a bit. I guess you're a mind reader. Hey, Mr. Potato Pig, welcome. To answer your question, by the way, no, I haven't had a chance to get into Star Wars Hunters. I've been super, super busy. But overall, for this account, my guy, I need you to work on fleets. If you are looking for the best way to get the most crystals out of your roster, to get the highest level you can, I have 502 Discord members. Dude, really? Heck yeah. Look at that, guys. Look at that. 502nd. Beautiful, beautiful. That is insane that we have that many people now. Welcome to the Discord for those of you who just joined today. And for those of you who just joined today, if you so choose, we do have a thing open right now, our GAC tournament. And so basically for our GAC tournament, it's not required or anything, but we just have a GAC tournament where everyone gets divided into teams, and then we basically keep track of our wins, and we trash talk each other, and whoever wins gets a little trophy in Discord and fun little roll for a week, and it's just a good time, and it gives you help in your grand arenas. So if you want to go sign up for that, you can go and react to this post. So the link is in the description of the video, so you should be able to find it there. But Kayer, welcome. It's your first chat. It's good to have you. But yeah, if you want to fight from Erodium 4 into Kyber 2 as fast as possible, you're going to want to start building out your fleets ASAP, my friend. That is going to be your big focus. Like, I know that fleet farms aren't people's favorites, but that's usually because they don't have a couple good fleets in their roster. Because once you have a couple good fleets, you start to realize, oh my gosh, my counters always work. Oh my gosh, I don't have to worry about datacrons. Like, this is such a nice game mode. Like, I remember hating it too, but please get yourself an Executor in this roster. It'll push you to Kyber so fast. Get yourself, you know, a couple off-meta counters. You're going to be able to push into Kyber 2 really, really easily. Like, it's going to be something super, super great. Like, I have less GLs than you, and I am in Kyber 2 right now, and it's mostly because of fleets. So you're leaking the Overseer's chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember what we wrote in there. Yeah, I mean, it's not like anything crazy was going on as of recently. You gotta do hunters on the PP channel. I'm down to do hunters on the PP channel, absolutely. Thanks, Blake, I appreciate it. Yeah, Kyber 2's rough, dude. I'm not saying Kyber 2 isn't, but like, this is an account that could get to Kyber 2 fairly easy. Like, you have 4 GLs in your roster. You have, you know, one of the best GLs in the game in your roster. Like, you could be fighting your way to Kyber 2 fairly easily if you just had some good stuff and ships. Like, you don't even have a whole lot of things that I'm like, hey, look, that's a panic farm you haven't finished. Like, you have a solid roster here, so... 503 members, heck yeah. Let's hit 600 today. No, I'm kidding. How you liking Acolyte? I enjoyed the first 2 episodes. It's basically the direct opposite of Andor. You know, Andor was super grounded in reality and like the war between the Empire and the regular people, versus this being very much the mystical side of Star Wars. And so I was enjoying the first 2 episodes. Like, I didn't really have too many complaints besides some corniness here and there, and like them kind of giving away the murder mystery a little bit. Overall, I was enjoying it. I haven't gotten to the 3rd episode yet. How hard is it to get to Kyber 5 from Erodium 3? Honestly, not that hard nowadays. You just need to build out your teams a bit. With the Kyber squish, it's gotten super easy to get into Kyber. So I don't think you're too far away from Kyber if you're in Erodium. Just pushing out a couple more teams, a couple more fleets will really solidify you and put you in Kyber. So... do I get a special color for being the 500th? I will give you a special color for it. Send me a DM, and I will give you a special color for being the 500th member. Okay. But yeah, overall, that's what I'm looking at with Texas Bread. I'm definitely looking at, you need to work on your fleets. And then after that, Jabba's really a great GL. So Executor and Najaba would be the next things I do, especially because you're there. Like, it's not like you're really far away. You have 1 ship to work on. You already have your Piet up to relic level. Like, it's gonna make sense. You have a TIE fighter pilot right here. You can relic him. It's not only, the thing about Executor is you're not only building yourself an Executor fleet, but you're also relicking your TIE fighter, giving you an Empire fleet that you can start working on. And you already have Sith Eternal, so you already have the Chimera leveled up. Like, it just fits in your roster so well. So I know you hate ship farming, but that's what I'm gonna suggest for you, my friend. Okay. Delicious, Mara. That Dark Trooper hurts my soul. Yeah, it hurts all of our souls. I hope I feel better too. Thank you, Texas Bread. I appreciate it. Okay, let's jump into our list. Now that we are finally through everything. We're through all the paid for stuff. How's Mara? I mean, we can ask her. Hold on. Hey, poopers. How are you? Ow. That really hurt. Hi there, poopers. We are good, poopers, huh? This is Mara Jade, for those of you who don't know. This is our mascot. Whenever anyone donates $1, it goes straight to her. She gets a treat every time you guys donate $1. So, okay, please. I just got Rey and Holdocron on defense, so I bet that's going to be super annoying. Yeah, oh, dude. Rey Holdocron's amazing on defense. I love it. I can't use a little PP anymore because you remember, hey, it's not much to get that membership back, and we're planning on. So this, I mean, I'm sick this weekend, and it's been a long weekend. I'm not going to do a member game night this weekend, which is usually a night that we do our member game night. But next weekend, we're going to do a member game night. So for all of you who are members, keep an eye out because we're going to do a member game night again. Is there any way to consistently beat Leviathan with Executor? I got all the starters to relocate, but it's still super sketchy. Super consistent? I'm gonna say no, not without getting some relic 8s on your. Let's see if there's any Leviathans as low as I am right now, because I haven't been fighting up in my fleet arena like at all. Nope. What was that? Ash Tonk is now following over on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Throwing in some Pikachus. I wish I could make a Pika Pika noise and it be actually good. But unfortunately, I'm sick and dying. So, help with what, Ash Tonk? Jake Lewis, the list's a little long, but we're going to give people, each person 5 minutes. I'm going to go as long as I can. So we'll see where we get to. But I'm going to see if I can get to a Leviathan for this guy. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. It happens when you have ADHD. Hey, Jonas Mickelson, can we get a member to give him a General Kenobi, please? Oh, that was unfortunate RNG, but okay. Executor versus Leviathan. Hopefully we'll show you in just a moment. Gosh, I love using the frickin' PC client. It's just so gorgeous. Like the 60 frames is beautiful. But yeah, if you look up Bit Dynasty Executor versus Leviathan, you should find the video that I used. What's the matter is now following over on Twitch. It's good to see you over there. You have no idea what you're doing. Okay, Ash Tonk, if you want to go ahead and go to the Discord, the link is in the description. You'll be able to find. I don't know what that means when it comes to Twitch, but I'm pretty sure my link is on my Twitch. If not, let me know and I'll get you the link. But there's a section for roster reviews, and we're gonna go right through them. So if we have time, we'll get you there. You hope Mac users get love? Oh, me too, dude. Was the Matter coming in with his first post? Thank you, my friend. Yeah, post an ally code there. Your current farm, previous farm, and favorite team is my personal preference, but you don't technically need all of that stuff. Okay, let's try and hit this. Solid. Let's see if we can take a few turns and kill him off before we, Perfect. Oh, we're so close. Dang it, all I need is one more hit. Can we just get that hit done? Let's throw out hemp. Yeah, that'll be good. Can a 4-star counter a 7-star? Not really, but I believe a 5-star can counter a 7-star. So if you go and save up some crystals, you'll be fine. Who the F is putting a Millennium Falcon in this lineup? This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Unusual activity is happening in the Beaver Dam. I'm guessing we're just having a ton of people join at the same time. Yeah. Let's review the alert. Mark is resolved. Joiner, no, others. There we go. Mark is resolved. Perfect. Thank you guys for joining the Discord. It's good to have you in the Beaver Dam. Okay, these guys can handle this. I don't have anything like that set up, Ash Tonk, unfortunately. I just started streaming on Twitch recently, and so I'm still trying to figure out Twitch. I've been, like, literally in my free time learning different stuff about Twitch. But let me get you a quick invite. Yeah, I started out on YouTube, and I just started on Twitch. So there's the Discord link for you, and I will work on getting more fancy stuff for the chats as we go. Probably just an autofill, yeah. Do we have any Leviathans around us now? Still no Leviathans. Is this a high relic con? 6 and 6. Okay, that should be fine. Same basic lineup. Go in. When I use Scythe versus Leviathan, oof. I mean, our closest Leviathan is going to be able to be within the top 10, obviously. Dang, rough, no double hit. We'll bring out you. Ben Kenobi coming in with the €2 and a hello there. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. Can we get a couple General Kenobis in the chat from our members, please? Ooh, that's interesting. All in on you. Let's get a stun on you for fun. Okay, we'll call on you, get a double hit. This guy is significantly less good if he's not on a... Thank you, Ethylphalophobia. Yeah, it is glitched, Boxman. Currently, you can get any person... If you have Boss Nass lead and any other people, you get the shield generator automatically. It's glitched at the moment. We were actually doing some testing with it on stream not too long ago. Yeah, I'm super excited for Luthen, honestly. You are not too late for the stream, my friend. Okay, here we go. Here's a Leviathan. Let's do it. I don't have a lot of crystals right now, but who cares? I'm doing testing for you guys. Leviathan, that lineup. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay. You hit this. Oh, I should have done it that other way. That was my bad, but it's fine. And then we hit this, and it kills off the middle guy, whoever the middle guy happens to be. What's the matter? What are my thoughts on what? We're just gonna keep working on this guy. Okay, we're through one of his health bars. Yeah, we're just gonna hit this, get our Houndstooth out there, get our taunt up. Let's just try and finish him off. Okay, and there's him gone. Our Boba's looking good, so we're just gonna put it on Bosk instead and keep our taunt up. And you basically just want to keep calling Boba Fett to assist as much as you can, because he removes buffs off of them, including the critical hit immunity. And so you can just kind of keep going. Okay, there you go. That's how you beat a Leviathan. Hopefully that was helpful. So you start off with the opening play of the mass assist. Then you call Boba Fett to assist to take off the taunt off of the Marauder, and then you go all in on the third ship, and then you use the AoE to finish off the third ship and ability block everyone, and then from there you kind of just keep going. So, do you need a 7-star executor for the counter? I'm not actually sure. I gotta be honest. Hey, Next Reaper, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it would be, the high relic IG strat or the slave 1 strat like I used. You're right, Alex G. I'm not sure. Okay, let's actually jump into these roster reviews. I'm so sorry, guys. We've been kind of jumping around, but like people have been asking questions, and I wanted to answer them. And my sick brain is making my ADHD go crazy. Okay, let's see. Get our timer on the field. Let's get through people working on executive and lead into Leia and Jabba. So we're going to primarily focus on panic farms, which means farms that you need to do before 5v5 or do soon. So why isn't Was the Matter a YouTube mod? I don't know. Could not tell you. Okay. So you're working on Executor, then lead into Leia and Jabba. Technically, I think Jabba should be first, just because, yes, Leia is slightly better as a GL, but Jabba is a defensive Galactic Legend A, which is really good, and you need a defensive Galactic Legend, and B, it gives you Smuggler's Run too. I am a little worried about your overall farming, though. Like, you have this sitting here. You have this sitting here. Like, I'm a little worried about your farming. You have a Relic 2 Anakin, but you don't have a Qui-Gon Omicron. So, yeah, I would say that you have quite a bit of finish your farms. So that would kind of be my first big thing. Is instead of getting the next big thing, I would go in and finish some of these farms. Okay, you don't have gas. What do your separatist droids look like? Yeah, so you like have a start into like a gas farm as well sitting in here with like a GG. You have a lot of teams that are just unfinished. Okay, yeah, so I like the idea of the Executor. I think Executor is going to be excellent in this account. Usually the general rule is going to be 2 GLs for every... Is Function still here anyways? I actually just jumped in without asking if he's still here. Hopefully he's here because we're jumping in. Sorry, my brain's just not working. Sick. I'm down with the sickness. Ugh. Function, if you're here, if you respond, then we'll kind of keep going. But overall, I think Executor's a great plan, but I want you to take like a 2-month break after you finish Executor, and I want you to finish some of these farms. And Jedi Knight Revan is going to be your panic farm. I 100% agree, Josh. Jedi Knight Revan needs to be Relic 3, Relic 5, somewhere in that area of Relic levels to go with your Jedi Knight Luke, and to give you a solid team going. I don't drink coffee, thank you, though. Ithilphalophobia. Besides, it's caffeine. Caffeine puts me to sleep. I have ADHD. I will get a Coke here in a second, though. Okay, disconnect your function. Okay, Jedi Knight Revan is your panic farm. You want to get him to Relic level as fast as you can. I would love to see a Relic 5 Wampa in this account. Yes, Wampa does quite a bit at Relic 3, but he does basically everything you need him to do at Relic 5. As for other things, yeah, Executor I think is a great idea, but I want you to take a break, finish your Sith Empire, finish your Jedi, finish your General Grievous team, and get them up and running, because those are 3 amazing teams that you have in here, and all 3 of them that can take down a GL, so. Listening to hear the criticisms, lol. Okay. Yeah, and then other panic farm, I would say Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron. Overall, though, I do think that you need an Executor in your account ASAP. You also need to be working on Echelon, but, like, I love the fact that you have 2 GLs, but overall, it's 2 GLs for every 1 GL ship is, like, the basic kind of pattern that people go for. And you're in the point where you're going for, you should be going for Executor. It'll also build up this fleet, so you'll have an additional off-meta fleet as you continue to work on things. But overall, you're running low on tanks, and that is the big thing that you need right now is tanks. You do not have a BTLB, you do not have an echelon, and so I would start shard farming some of your ships ASAP and focus down that. So Jedi Knight Revan, Qui-Gon Omicron are your two panic farms. Your major farm should be Executor. In general, I would like you to take a break after Executor and farm up some of these teams and build out your roster a bit. I think Jabba into Leia is a better option than Leia into Jabba, but either one, whichever one's your passion, I'm not going to be upset at you for doing. Overall, start farming your tanks for your ships. Saw needs his ship. I will play Hunters this week, I promise, Next. I'll figure out how to play it, and I will play it. Which GL can Sith Empire take out? Sith Empire can take out Jedi Master Luke. It's an old counter that no one uses nowadays, but yes, he takes out Jedi Master Luke. How is the Saw? I mean, I don't know. He exists in the roster. Who with Qui-Gon? It's okay. Hold on. Let me pull this up for you guys. I know we're out of time for this account. But this is an account that's kind of a little scatterbrained. Gonna be honest. Like you look like you have some big things at the top, but you've kind of been chasing whatever the newest farm is, and then as soon as you like get a farm close to finishing, you kind of continue on to the next thing. I do think you need to continue to work on your mods. Like Piet here should be 330 speed, and so you are running a little behind on your mods for your overall GP. If you need a mod farming plan, there's a video on my channel you can go check out. How much speed do you need on your JML? Good speed. Like, I'm not gonna say 39 speed. Oh gosh, dude, you need to work on your mods, my friend. You want protection more than you want speed, but you don't want to like sacrifice all of it. So like, I would say try to shoot for like 120 to 140 as your area for JML speed. But yeah, mods overall, if you need a mod farming plan and how not to take mods too far, go check out my mod farming video. You can find it on my channel really easily, but I think that is the plan that I would go with for you, my friend. Like, honestly, this looks like not a bad account overall. Like, you have a solid amount of stuff, but you need to work on your ships, you need to work on your mods, and then you need to finish some farms. This is kind of minus the mod part. I've always loved mods, but minus the mod part, this is kind of how my account looked like 2 years ago. So anyways, there was a question. Who's with Qui-Gon? Okay, Qui-Gon, we will pull this up really quick if we can understand this website, because this website's going to be wild. Oh, I have to re-log in because they changed how things work. I'm like, why am I getting ads? It's because I haven't logged in. I'm not going to log in right now because I don't want you guys to see my credentials or anything. GAC. Top performing squads on defense. And we are going to go back. Let's go back to season 48. No? Okay. Season 50. How's that? There we go. Can we sort by hold percentage? Sort by hold percentage. Thank you. There we go. And so you can see here that Qui-Gon, Markle, thank you for following over on Twitch. It's good to have you here, my friend. Welcome to the Beaver Dam. Right here we got Qui-Gon as 17%. Not a single legendary character, and he has a 17% win rate with Jedi Knight Anakin. This is an insane team. You should not be sleeping on this. This is one of the best hold rate teams in the game. Always has been, always will be. So do not sleep on Qui-Gon. It is volatile. So any counter you take against it, you can accidentally mess it up, and all of a sudden your whole team gets wiped. It's awful to fight against. Please throw it on defense. Please get that Qui-Gon Omicron. Even if you have to pull apart a Padme team, because as you can see, if we're looking for Padme teams, do you see them anywhere? I don't, because they're not here in the top 50. Like in the top 30, the top 20, there is not Padme in the top for Grand Arena holds because she can be soloed with Malik. It's just not a great team nowadays. So I'd rather pick apart a Qui-Gon team or pick apart a Padme team for a Qui-Gon team than have a Padme team, and you can still make a Padme Gidme team too. And I'm pretty sure I saw the Zeta on Gideon in your roster, so it works out really well for your roster. Yeah, no problem. Disconnect. Qui-Gon and JK are best friends. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just got executor and almost at JML, not sure where to go after. Grace Larson, if you want first priority, we go through our Discord first, and then we do chat last. And so if you want to go to our Discord and sign up, we've got a list going. And then if you don't get on the list today, you can always click channels and roles, hit roster reviews, and you'll be pinged next time we will do roster reviews, which we do every time we stream. So... Okay, jumping into... Hold on, we got someone. Who was it? Here we go. Gratch, I think it's pronounced. GR47CH. Are you still here? Wow, that's a beautifully set up system there. Yeah, it's almost like we have someone beautiful named Was to Matter who does all of our bot stuff. Okay, Jorge. You skipped me. Funny, Blake, funny. Okay. I'm working on Leviathan, and I would like to see what to do after that. Okay, Leviathan's an interesting farm, but, like, you're far enough in that I can understand it. I want to finish Mando team because I just unlocked Maul. Mandalorians is one of my favorite PPs in this game, I gotta be honest. Then I think I'd go for Jabba, JMK, or Lord Vader, or maybe start another journey like Afra or Gas, but I'm not sure. I bought the Rebels pack. Okay. So you have Leia, you have Jedi Master Luke. I'm going to say your next big project after you finish Leviathan should be Jabba. Jabba gives you tons of mod materials. It's super, super nice. Maul, honestly, one of my favorite PPs in the game. It beats GLs. It cleans up GLs. It is such a great team to have in the game. I do like the idea of a JMK, but just as everyone has pointed out to me, and I agree with them, I was just giving you guys the option because I'm close to JMK and to Jabba. I gave them the option of which one to go for, and they said Jabba, and every single person brought up Smuggler's Run 2. You get tons of mods every single month, and so you don't want to sleep on the ability to get really good mods without any effort. So Jabba's going to be the next big project I would suggest. I would suggest relicking this armor, honestly, as a little PP on the side. You have the Sith Eternal, you might as well relic the armor. Interesting seeing Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Omi over here. That's interesting. Pay to win Omi. One sec. Gonna need to go get another beverage here in just a sec to keep my throat clear. Kelvin Fox, you can go ahead and throw it in the Discord and we will get to it, or you can donate and you can jump the line. It is up to you, my friend. Okay, I love the fact that you have like some finished farms here. Like I'm seeing a Relic Darth Nihilus, you have a Relic 5 Savage, you have a Relic 4 Dark Trooper. Like you're doing a good job of finishing some farms. Overall, I would love to see a Relic Grief Karga, a Relic Armor. I think your next big project should be Jabba, but let's check your ships really quick. You're going for Leviathan, you already have Profundity. I'm guessing you already have Executor as well. So like I'm not overly worried on your meta ships, but what are you doing with your off meta? Okay, a Relic TIE Defender is awesome. You have your TIE Echelon. I'm hoping working on your BTLB right now because that's a 5-star, so that usually means someone's working on it. Separatists aren't kind of worked on. I honestly, if you had a little money lying around, I would have suggested the Geo bundle. But I'm not actually that worried about your ships. It looks like you have a good grasp of ships and a good love of ships. So good job on the ships, dude. But overall, Mandalorians are an excellent PP. I would add Grief Karga and Armor to your like fast track as well as the Mandalorian. and get yourself just a solid bounty hunter team, especially because going into Jabba, you're going to end up getting like Fennec, and so you're going to have a Lord Vader counter with that. At what stars is the Republic Y-Wing usable? 5 stars is usable, 6 stars is like viable, and 7 stars is perfect. How did I skip you, Blake? I don't see you anywhere. Oh, not what I want to do. Are excited about the new season of Hotada. Yes, I'm very excited for Hotada. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ardahan. I'm going to be honest. What does Hotada stand for? But yeah, overall for this account, you're finishing your farms. Things are looking pretty sexy in it. But that would be my suggestion for where I would go with the account. Oh, House of the Dragon. I haven't watched all the way through the first season. I watched through all of Game of Thrones, but I watched a couple episodes into House of the Dragon, then gave up because it just wasn't interesting me that much. I need to go back and rewatch and see if I like it. But yeah, hopefully that helps, my friend. I will take a brief look at your mods. Yeah, I'm not really worried. Blake, we only take roster reviews after I put it in the chat, just so that way I'm not doing roster reviews of other people that are, like, you know, not here and that type of thing. It's been the general rule since we first started. Did House of the Dragon start? I don't actually know. Dash Rendar. Mara Jade, I would like to be faster. Where's your Hux? There's your Hux. First Order Officer faster than Hux. I don't know who you're using as Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I'm guessing you're using a Classics First Order team. And so First Order Officer should be faster than Hux. But beyond that, your mods are looking good. I would like to see like Mara Jade a little bit faster. Jedi Knight Revan a little bit faster. But overall, it looks like you have a good grasp of who should be fast. So. 3 hours and 12 minutes. Oh, until House of the Dragon comes out. Jeez, counting down the moments. Okay. But yeah, overall, looking like a solid account. Boxman. You here? Ugh. We're going to try and get through as many of these as we can in the next little bit. Yeah, no problem. My mods are kind of mid for most of the roster. Finishing the Inquisitors and going for JKCK. JCKC? I think you meant JKCK. So your mods are mid. So let's kind of take a look at your mods really quick and see what you're talking about with mid. I mean, that's solid speed on a Kenobi. Yeah, I mean, not bad speed on JML. Whoops. Ray, you know, you're not quite over that 100 speed, but you are over the 10,000 damage. Supreme Leader Kylo. Whoa. That's no bueno. Hopefully, dude, okay. Really quick, go through your mods, Boxman, and check and make sure your mods are set up for tomorrow's lock-in for Grand Arena, because that is scary. Overall, I wouldn't call your mods mid. I'd say they're fairly good. Overall, I've seen accounts at your GP that are much, much worse. So, yep, swap stuff out for Conquest. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm just saying, I would highly suggest that. Okay. So you're finishing your Inquisitors for your guild, I'm guessing. Going for JKCK. Get your first Red Crate for Luthen at the last run of the cycle. Very nice. Then going for Jabba. Okay, okay. My Sith Empire needs a lot of work. Also getting Terran the next 2 months, then getting a full Ufu Seer team. Okay. So it sounds like you're kind of bouncing off your farms. You know, you're getting your JKCK now, which will filter into your Malicos farm later. Sounds good. I like what you're looking at. SLKR is typically 572. Very nice. Okay. You get better at getting conquest feats. Yeah, conquest feats are a grind. Yeah, your Sith Empire definitely needs work. Like, you need a relic Darth Revan. You need a relic Malgus. Like, or high relic Darth Revan, sorry. You need at least relic 5 Darth Revan, if not higher. But, hey, healer, welcome, welcome. Yeah, a relic Malgus. I get it if you don't have the Omicrons, though. But, you know, it's definitely something to work on. Conquest is not that hard. It depends account to account. Some accounts are super easy for it. Some accounts it's super hard for it. And it also really depends on your mods and how you're building your discs. Yeah, same here, healer. But good to see you here. Okay. Why do I have it light side? I want it all. I was like looking at it. I'm like, does this guy only have light sided characters? No. Okay. Starkiller Relic 3. Very nice. Let's see if you have any panic farms. Anything that I'm worried about. I'm free to play on one of my accounts. How many energy refreshes do you recommend is a good trade-off? It entirely depends on what you're going for, Kayer. I will do no more than 1 refresh on a free-to-play account, personally. Just to make sure that I get through, get the gear, and, like, you know, get the good stuff for my free-to-play account. But, like, for my main account, I do 3 refreshes, because I can afford it. And it's going to help me get to the, you know, to the crate I need to get the character. But when it comes to a free-to-play account, it's just like, when it comes to Conquest, because it's like, you're mostly there for the gear, because you're not close to getting the character at all. And so it's more important to go through and get the gear that are on the Jawa scavenger nodes. So, oh, do we have 61 viewers right now? Very nice. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, if you're at like 7-8 million GP, yeah, your goal should be like red crate, or, you know, at least gold crate every time. No JKCK Leia or Moff Gideon, so automatically dropped over 34 banners. Oof. What account on the Discord are you on? What do you mean, Lamey? I only have 1 account on the Discord. Yeah, no problem, Kayer. Glad I could help. How is your free to play doing? Like, are you doing normal conquest on your free to play? Like, where is it at right now? Yeah, not a whole lot of panic farms. I like where this account is going. You're doing a solid job of, like, finishing farms. I would love to see your Imperial Super Commando up to relic level and your Sith Empire up to relic level. That is kind of like the 2 things, and this Dark Trooper. This Dark Trooper should definitely be relic level at this point. So there's your 3 factions that I think you should finish your farms on that are like absolutes. But like overall, it looks like you're finishing most of your farms. You're kind of going for things as you get them, and you're lining up your farms, JKCK into a Malicos, that kind of thing. And I love to see that. Let's check your ships really quick. Make sure you're not like sleeping on your ships a whole bunch. Okay, so you have the Executor and you have the Profundity, which means you should have a relic BAM. Very nice. This fleet should be done. You're working on your echelon. Okay. Not what I wanted. I wanted Empire. You don't have a relic TIE Defender. Dude, you have a TIE Interceptor, you need a relic your TIE Defender. That is something that needs to happen ASAP, dude. That is like, I don't care what you're working on right now, this needs to be added to your farm list. So that is like an absolute panic farm. Like, you have a couple characters that I'm like, I would like to see these factions reliced up. You know, I'd love to see your Dark Trooper come up. I'd love to see, you know, your Sith Empire come up. But bro, please, you need that Iden Versio up to Relic. I've been using her at Relic 3. I prefer Relic 5. Like, Relic 3 is a little scary in some counters, but... She got the Interceptor a week or 2 ago. Okay, perfect. Then, yeah, it should be on your fast track. Absolutely. You never want to sleep on the Empire fleet. That beats every single fleet in the game. Like, you cannot sleep on the Empire fleet. So, overall, looks like a solid account. Looks like some solid ships overall. You're starting to get into some solid stuff. You're working on some things here and there. You have your BTLB. Very nice, dude. Okay, sounds good, Ash. I will postpone you if I see you in the list. Okay, let me catch up on chat really quick. Watching from Germany, your content helped me getting back from 2 years absence. Got back 2 weeks ago. Keep the good work up, mate. Thank you so much, Markle. It's good to have you here. I'm glad that we're helping you get back into the game. Putting JKCK as a global feat is kind of nasty. Oh, absolutely. I think it's retarded. I can see them putting his event just after this feat goes away. Yeah, I think it's the stupidest decision they've made is stuff like that. Like the global feats are awful this round. Like I hate the global feats because they're all just pay to win. In fact, they include pay to win Kenobi. Check your Imperial Troopers and Mandos. Yeah, I mean this doesn't matter though. Like it doesn't. Like this Gideon will take down a GL. Like this Veers will take down a GL. This Range Trooper will take down a GL if you have a Relic 5 Dark Trooper. Like that's all it takes. So you can't argue with me when you're like, ah, yes, my Imperials suck. It's like it doesn't matter. All you need is the Dark Trooper and the Piet, and you are going to plow a solo GL. You are going to plow any team that you need to go up against. Like Imperial Troopers do not need to be high gear. All you need is a Relic Dark Trooper. Like that, if you have a Relic Dark Trooper, you take out every Darth Revan you see. Like it's just such a great team, and such a great cleanup team. So, a lot of content creators praise CG for this conquest feats. Yeah, no, like a lot of people were saying, "Oh my gosh, this is one of the easiest conquests," and then I like looked at it, I'm like, but it's all pay to win. Like none of it is like things that people have. Like it's all stuff that's like, oh yeah, we have these 5 characters that you have to use, and either that or Padawan Kenobi. And I'm like, I don't have any of these 5 characters. I'm gonna have to like low man, like this guy's gonna be gear 9 and I'm getting this feat. Like it's all crap feats in this current one. I'm really hating it, honestly. Split in 2 Gaming, love the channel, your content's helped a ton. I'm glad it has, dude. It's good to have you here. When is the Jar Jar event? I think they said August. Is that right? I want to say August is when they said. The globals can be done with like a gear 1. Yeah, but who are you using as the lead? Ithilphalophobia. Hard mode is so bad for me because I'm only 5.5 GP. I mean, you can do it with 5.5. I was doing hard mode as early as 4 million GP exactly. Like as soon as I hit 4 million GP, I started doing hard mode. Like 5.5 and getting 150-ish shards of the Conquest tune is still great. You need to have them unlocked. I mean, luckily a lot of us have unlocked. How are you guys doing the all surviving feats? Because like most nodes have AoEs, and so they just kill off those guys. Once every 3 months. Thank you, Loaf. I appreciate it. Bam dash Han. Go against the Sector 1 treasure node. I'll have to take a look at it. Gotta go create my first alt. So happy I've ever on the droid's been able to use her to get the Qui-Gon Kenobi feat. Her 100% turn meter with BT and Trip works. Fair enough. Jedi Knight Luke, lead and fastest Jedi tune. Win with Gunkins because I carry with SLKR. For Craig Soapy Kenobi. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's jump into the next person. Kaz BL, are you still here? Not Kaz TL, Kaz BL. Are you still here? Yes, not Kaz TL. We're looking for Kaz BL. Kaz BL, you did not put your ally code in the Discord. You gave me your farming plan, but no ally code. So while you put in your ally code, I'm going to run and grab a beverage. Gosh, I hate this chair so much. Can't wait to get our new one. Yes, what's the matter? It's going to be Coke. Casbiel, if you throw it in chat as just a string of numbers, YouTube auto-moderates it and makes it not a thing. So you're going to have to put X's between the numbers, or you're going to... Let me see if you... Did you throw it in Discord at the bottom? Nope. Watt and JML. See, that's the problem, is I don't have JML. Okay. There's Casbiel. Perfect. Thank you, Alex RG. Why? Get out of here. I know I was eating chicken. You're fine, Casbiel. Let's see if we got a message from work. Okay. Sorry for the problems. Purchase some Lightspeed bundles. Big Zeta shortage. All of us are. I hope you're farming a Gungan right now. If any of you are low on Zetas, I hope you're farming a Gungan so you can get those additive drops that they're going to do. Because they did it once and they did the last one multiple times. I'm sure they'll do this one multiple times too. Okay. My focus is now to finish our teams for Relic. Gas. Love his team. Is very pleasant to use it. Phoenix. CLS. SLKR. Rex. Finalizer 5 stars next time it shows up and unlocks SLKR. Then work on the team. Working at Galactic Republic fleets. Okay. Hey, Tractor. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you don't need a Relic Padme to get gas. Zalron, if you go to the Discord, there's a roster review section. The link for the Discord is in the description of this video. Okay. I'm going to focus down this as much as I can. Casbiel, because there's a lot going on in chat and I don't want to get distracted and use up your time. Savage Opress is your panic farm. I want him at Relic 5 now. Like, not tomorrow, not today, now. Like, now. This is one of the most slept on farms that I ever see in a roster. Relic 5 your Savage. It can solo teams, including CLS, and General Grievous, and now everyone and their mother has a General Grievous, so it'll be a nice thing to have in your roster. How far do you need to take Padme? Tier 12? That's as far as I took her, and as far as I'll probably take her until I get JMK. You can also utilize a Savage Opress to take out a gas team if you're good with like a Sith Empire team or another Sith team. So, wow, that was loud for some reason. Did I accidentally turn up my volume by accident? Yeah, I did. Okay, Tractor, welcome to the damn community, my friend. Yeah, Captain Tarples, that's the one. Okay, so yeah, I would focus down Savage. Obviously, you're going to be focusing down, because, like, when they gave us fleets for the Lightspeed bundles, they gave us everything except for the tanks. And so I want to see you working on TIE Echelon right now, because that TIE Echelon is what makes this fleet beat Executor. When it comes to Galactic Republic, I want you working on that BTLB Y-Wing, because that's what gives you the ability to do things. Rebels, I want you to work on the Y-Wing, because putting the Y-Wing into this fleet is immediately what makes it good. Overall, you're about to finish your farm for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and I love to see that. You did buy the Jedi bundle, and I love to see that as well. I think finishing SLKR taking some time, building out your roster, getting some of these teams done is an excellent idea. And what I want you to do in the background is this right here. I want you to start working towards Executor. So get that IG 2000, get that Razor Crest. That should be kind of your main goal here is SLKR, finish some teams, and then start working towards Executor. And if you still have time after finishing your teams, that you have time before you're going to get Executor anytime soon, start going for Sith Eternal or Jedi Master Luke. The reason that I say either or is not because, you know, either or is a good idea. Sith Eternal works with the Executor farm, so it's going to make sense for you to work on the Sith Eternal leading up to Executor. It's the path me and Arnold took for my account and his free-to-play account, and it's a great way to run a roster. JML, just because you already have like half the recs done for JML, it builds you out a CLS team, it builds you out a Jedi Knight Luke team, so it's not going to be a bad thing. So the overall, relic your Savage, start working on your tanks for your ships, finish SLKR, work on some teams, and then I'd either say Executor and C or Executor and heading towards like Jedi Knight Luke and Jedi Master Luke. Let's take a look at your mods really quick and just see how you're doing for your mods. Okay, so you have General Skywalker as your fastest. I'd like to see Rex as that fastest person. Let's see how fast your Rex is, though. 134, that's none too shabby, but I want to see him over 300 speed if you can get that Rex over 300 speed. Jedi Anakin being this high is really great, especially if you have a Qui-Gon Omicron. If you want a really solid way to use that relic Jedi Anakin you have, I do highly suggest the Qui-Gon Omicron. Overall, just keep working on your mods. I don't think your mods are bad by any means. Like, you have some solid modding for an account that definitely looks like a Lightspeed bundle account start. So, yes, you can unlock gas with a Padme Gear 12. It requires a bit of RNG, but yes, you can. You're getting Padme up because of the Datacron. I'll never get a character up just for a Datacron. Just saying. Sounds good. Awesome. Looks like a solid account, but yeah, honestly, that's what I would do with this account if I were you. I personally would go Sith Eternal into Executor. That's just personally what I would do because it's closer. So I'd finish some teams and then do Sith Eternal into Executor. But, you know, hey, if you want to go for JML and JML calls to you, it's more of a PP, or for those of you who don't know, a passion project. There's nothing wrong with a little PP. PPs are what makes this game go, so. Sinistral, are you here? We're going to start jumping through these as fast as we can, basically. You know, let's get a fun song on. I'm going to play our song just for fun, because I haven't listened to it in a while.
If I told you that the Republic was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith, hundreds of senators are now under the influence of a Sith Lord called
Sinistral?
Darth Sidious.
Regional governors now have direct control over their territories.
Lord Revan, are you here?
Fear will keep the local systems in line.
Do you have
Fear
AI
of the
song?
station.
What do you mean by AI
Any
song?
attack made by the rebels against this station would be a useless gesture.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is
Lord Revan, yay or nay?
next to the power of the Force.
Don't try to fight us with your sorcerer's ways.
Thank you, Storm. I just saw your message. Daily reminder, I love you, Beaver, and happy Father's Day. Sounds good, Casbiel. I'm excited for you to get your first GL. It's huge. But please start working on that enchilada and that BTLB Y-Wing as soon as possible. Rebel Y-Wing, I'm going to say if you have time, but those other two are insanely helpful for those teams, so don't sleep on them. Where can I find your music? Right now, just on YouTube, but we're going to be coming out with a couple more songs in the next, like, 3 months or so. And as soon as we get enough for, like, an album, I will try to see if we can get it on Spotify. So. I don't know, I like Billie Eilish singing Single Ladies, but Star Wars versions. But yeah, we got two guys that work on music for us, and so this was our first original song.
Today is the end
But yeah.
of the Republic.
We got through Sector 4 Boss Gungan node first try. Nice. Very nice, dude.
At this very moment, in
How often do they release Lightspeed bundles? Do they ever return? Yes, they return. How often is usually about 3 months or so. Most people's guess are July or August for the next set of Lightspeed bundles, or the next time they'll reuse the Lightspeed bundles tractor. So keep an eye out. But they don't tell us until like a week before we get like the data mines, and so we figure them out, and they're like, oh, these are coming, sweet. And so we don't find out like at all. Like CG doesn't tell us anything. So okay.
Did you come back to say you forgive me? Save my soul.
Yeah, the last ones were May 4th, so May, June, July, August. Yeah, so August is what we're looking at. Bow to the First Order. Okay, is Arda here? So we've gone through Sinestral and Lord Revan have not been here. Is Arda here? We're actually making a lot of progress in our list just because people aren't here, which is nice. The Ray wants to come back, great value. So it's possible those come back. Yeah. So we've had the Lightspeed bundles come back twice so far for the like original sets of Lightspeed bundles. We haven't seen a whole lot of repeats recently, but I'm guessing that we'll get some repeats in the next 6 months or so. Yes. So keep an eye out. What's the name of the song? It's called "The Last Day of the Republic." You can find it on YouTube right now, just as in our overall videos. I believe I have a playlist called Damn Music, but I only have that song in there. Keep an eye out. We'll be adding our second song, which I will play for you guys now, which is our Krek song, which is a little bit different in the way that it plays, but here it is. I still gotta do a little bit of audio editing to get it loud enough for where I want it, but
Actually, my name is Rex, Captain, 501st Clone Battalion.
but yeah, I should have a Damn Music playlist, right?
Why would you lower yourself to fight with traitors? Where is your loyalty? My loyalty was to the Republic.
Yeah, our own Damn Music is the name of the playlist. You can find it. It only has one in there, but we'll have more songs in it coming in the next 6 months. So I hope everyone gets busy.
Oh, I'm proud of my service. Really hate this offer.
Shadows, Geos, Ice Sisters, and Finalizer. You already bought those ones. Geos, Gas, Night Sisters, Finalizer, Secret Shadows, SLKR. The Radis one and the Ray one are the only two that you really need. You could get the BAM bundle too. I actually really love the BAM bundle. It gives you a lot of good stuff. So those would be the three that I would suggest. I'm guessing the Coke helped. Yeah, the Coke helped. Oh. Have you gone over mine, Admiral Raider? I don't know. We've gone through like 6 people and they haven't been here, so. Oh, there's Arda. Okay, Arda's finally here. Okay. Starkiller bundle isn't worth it in my opinion. It's $50 for 4 characters. Absolutely not. Like, yes, I get it if people bought it and I think it's great and all, but I do think I was the one after Blitzburg, so we didn't get to mine last time. So the way that we do it, Admiral Raider, is we don't do ones that are previous. We start off with a new list every single day, so that way we're not doing people that aren't here, and then they come back and they're like, "Where's my roster review?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'd have to go find it." And I just don't have the time with how busy I am right now. So that white snow hits hard. Okay, so we are currently working through today's list. So if you want Admiral Raider, you can go up here to channels and roles and click right here, and it'll ping you every time that I do roster reviews, and then you can hop in on the list. Okay, so we are on Ardahan. I seem to remember doing a roster review for you probably, I want to say 2, maybe 3 months ago. Busy with family, and that's fine, Admiral Raider, and we'll always have a chance to give people roster reviews. It's not like we we don't do roster reviews almost ever. We do them like 3 to 4 times a week, so you'll always find a chance to do it. If it's not today, it'll be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be the next day, Fair enough, Tractor, fair enough. Yeah, the Starkiller bundle I don't think is worth the $50. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad bundle, but like, if I'm looking at the best cost-effective ratio for you guys for things that I would suggest, it's going to be the BAM bundle, the BAM bundle, the Ray bundle, and the Radis bundle. Those are the 3 bundles that I would suggest to that guy, because those are going to be the best bang for buck he's going to get. He's going to get a GL out of that. He's going to get 4 characters that normally you wouldn't relic up for the event, but because you're getting those characters, and they fit in so many teams that are amazing. And so, like, those would be the ones that are the most cost effective to me. So Loafed, we're gonna show you guys this real quick. Go for, there we go. Right here, guys. If any of you are struggling with any of the feats, you can go to So Go For Life. This is Bit Dynasty's website. So it's sogo4.life. So you can go to, like, Sector 5, and you're like, oh, evasion down, and it'll tell you, oh yeah, 3PO does it, Zam does it, here's the teams we suggest for these. It'll even have things that, connect to other stuff. So, like, it's right here. It's like, oh yeah, it's the global feats for Captain Rex. It's the Phoenix feats. Like, it'll tell you everything like that you possibly need to know. Bit Dynasty does tons of work for this. It's super, super helpful. So don't sleep on this. It's super, super nice. So if you ever forget the name of the website, you can always just look up Bit Dynasty on YouTube, and he has it in the description of all of his videos. So, and obviously you defeat 250 enemies on the Golden Path with Cup. It's just how it works, So there you guys go. Hopefully that helps. Sounds good, Admiral Raider. Normally wouldn't relic up for the event. I had them all relic 7 before the bundle came out. Well, yeah, some people are more willing to, get characters past the requirements. I'm not one of those people. Do I think they bring back the Finalizer bundle? Absolutely. I think they made too much money not to. Sounds good, Casbiel. You have a great night. Cup is literally the best in the game. I'm going for a Relic 9 Cup because he's the best. Love it, Admiral Raider. Absolutely love it. What team are you going to put him with, or are you just using him as a solo? Okay, Arda, sorry. We've gotten off topic. Let me get my stuff done. Boop, boop. There's your timer. Okay, Arda says 6 GLs and 3 GL ships. Very nice. Currently working on Gungans. After I finish them, I'll work on Inquisitors and JKCK, which is perfect for this roster. Like, normally I wouldn't say, yeah, go for Inquisitors and JKCK, but you have a JML in your roster. You have a lot of stuff in your roster already that can work together with the JKCK requirements. Inquisitors, you're going to help your guild with both of those as well. Like, I see no problems with those farms. A lot of the times I discourage those farms, but for you, I think they're great. I would get your Marin as your panic farm. That would be the one that I would relic as soon as possible. I would also consider relicking Kiadi Mundi at some point soon, just because throwing him on a Qui-Gon team using Datacrons is actually going to be quite nice. Like, there's not a specific Datacron I'm talking about, just being able to throw him on the team with Datacrons is going to be nice. So, feeling better with the meds? Mithron, Euroto, iffy. I'm feeling a little better now that I'm drinking Coke, actually. Like, I was doing pretty bad earlier, but, like, I feel like my voice is getting stronger, so the Coke is doing pretty good, Cup is needed for Relic Knights for platoons anyways. He'll be solo. He could easily solo Leia. I bet on that. Dude, if you solo Leia, I want you to send me the footage right now, and I will make a video on it. I promise. Who are we on for rosters? We are on Arda right now. Coke does better work than meds. Most meds had Coke back in the day. Okay. So yeah, I would say Marin and Cam are the two that I would be like, oh yeah, you should get these guys up ASAP. Overall, let's take a look at your off meta. You're working on your Echelon, it looks like. You've got your BTLB. you have a Relic TDC. I would Relic 5 your TDC, honestly. Brings up a good point. You don't have Jabba, right? Yeah, you don't have Jabba. Okay. So yeah, I don't think Gungans, Inquisitors, JKCK is a bad farm. I think that's actually excellent for your overall farm. I would get your Marin up, get your Cam up, and get your TDC up to Relic 5. And then your next major farm after you finish JKCK, I definitely think is Jabba. Make sure you're getting those mod materials. And along those lines, make sure you're getting the Relic levels up on Bosch, Leia, and Kersantin. So... Yes and no, Ithalophobia. Like, it's great and all, except you can end up actually hurting both your desire to play the game and your your overall way of playing the game. Because if you get into too high of a guild too early, you can end up losing all desire to play. Just because you can never you feel like you could never catch up with your guild. And so, like, getting an early Reva is great for an alt account and stuff, but I don't usually suggest it for new accounts because it's just gonna hurt you more than anything. So you have Quadme. Okay, if I should get them, I mean, Quadme isn't phenomenal without her allies. So let's go to Galactic Republic. Let's take a look at what you have for the other guys. Padawan and Master Qui-Gon, got them at 4 stars. I would say you can hold off on Quadme. That's a lot of Omicrons and a lot of Zetas to invest in someone that you don't have a great team for. So I'd wait until you got Master Qui-Gon and Padawan. Any serious guild is going to require Reva readiness. Yes, you are correct. Except people don't like to switch guilds very often. Most people are not guild hoppers. Additionally, most people want to find a guild that can work for them, and so they can, grow into that guild. Eventually, you'll outgrow that guild, and you'll have to get Reva ready for another guild. But, like, to start off, it's not great for a starting off player, because, like, if you're a starting off player and you're, like, level 85 and you're looking for a guild that's Reva ready, you are trying to go way above where you're at. You're not going to be able to help your guild to any degree. You're going to be hindering your guild. So, yeah. Like, I've got a buddy who just switched to a much lower guild, and he's having a blast now and enjoying the game much more, because now he can just crap on people in territory wars, now that he's one of the bigger accounts in the guild, and he feels really, really good. And it's not like he significantly went down in rewards. Like, he doesn't get droid brains, but that's about it. So, I don't know. It's not something I'm ever going to suggest to people, especially because the farm itself, yes, the fruits that come from the farm are great. But the farm itself is so bad because Inquisitor sucks so bad. And then you get Grand Inquisitor and you're like, wow, now it's a mediocre team. I love it. Like, it's just, yeah, sit back and look busy. Exactly, JKT Gamings. So. I use them for the Leia counter. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad my guild let me in when I was less than 1 million GP and wasn't level 85. I'm now 5.37. Yeah, and, like, you can push up a lot. And, like, the guild that I'm currently in, when I first got invited to join it, I was probably, like, mid-range. And now I'm, like, top of the guild at this point, which is, cool to see. And, like, I could, push up into another guild, but I really enjoy my guild. They don't expect too much from me, but I'm still willing to do things for them. Like, it just works out really well. So I think finding a guild that you're comfortable with is more important than being like, I'm pushing for Reva ready immediately. Especially because most top-end guilds are hitting the point where they're like, oh, we're done with Reva ready, and we're going for JKCK. And JKCK is an awful farm for anyone. Like, it's just a terrible starting farm. So... yeah, the mod intensive is the problem, especially when you use the Grand Inquisitor as one of your starting farms. Like, if Grand Inquisitor is one of your starting farms, you're gonna really struggle in having the mods to both finish the Grand Inquisitor event, as well as get them Reva ready, as well as get them to be good enough that they can beat GLs before they get Reva. So, yeah, that's the nice thing is, unless you have, like, a hugely focused guild, you can kind of just, as you build teams for your GAC, you're building teams for your overall guild. But yeah, I would, as to answering your question, I think Gungans are great. I think you should have Marin and Kiadi Mundi added to your list. And I think Quadme can wait. Once you get Pay to Win and you get Quancho, then I would go for Quadme. But until you finish Quancho and Pay to Win, I would just ignore it. Gonna be honest. Yeah, Riva has some of the highest chirotechs of any character in the entire game, which is insane to me. Yeah, that's awesome, Ardahan. I love guilds like that. If you can just find some good Star Wars fans, that's my favorite type of guild. Yeah, you can use them with some other Jedi. Okay. Like, Starkiller's a hard farm for me to justify unless you have a team you're going with. So that one, Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, him, obviously works. This works if you have any type of Sith. This works if you have any type of Scoundrels. This works if you have any type of Rebel Fighters, which is very common factions in the game. But you look at the JKCK requirements, and that is a character for an unaligned Force user team. That is a character that is a rebel fighter that doesn't really have a home until maybe Luthen. We have a Wookiee that doesn't really have a home, period. Like, the Wookiee team is pretty garbage, and so, like, why am I getting him? Like, yes, JKCK is a good character, but you're getting a whole bunch of other characters that don't really work with anything that's in an early game roster. And that's the problem with the JKCK farm. It's the big problem why people come to me and they ask me, JKCK, should I do? And I'm like, do you have JML? Then it might be worth it. But if not, then you're getting just JKCK as a PP, and you're going to get a whole bunch of characters in your roster that cost you a ton of chirotechs that aren't helping your roster at all. So that is my problem with JKCK. Like, you know, you look at, you know, pushing for, I did not mean click allies. You're pushing for a GL, for instance, and you're like, oh, I'm going for Leia. You're going to get a CLS team and a Leia team. Like, that's great. That's great. You're going to get a couple people that aren't going to be helpful, but you're going to have some stuff that actually gets you teams and helps your roster. JKCK is just not one of those farms. Like, yes, JKCK is one of the best characters in the game, but the farm leading up to him is awful. Same with the Grand Inquisitor. You know, you're getting 5 characters that you're only going to use 3 of them eventually, and the all 5 of them suck until you get Grand Inquisitor. Like, it's just not a feel-good farm, and that's my problem for it. So, holy shiz. I'm always worried when I get chats. Let's see what this is. He said, "What's up, stream?" Let's get that back in place. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm getting to a point where it's like, it's hard to ignore Leia as a farm, to answer your question, Boxman. Like, it's getting hard to ignore Leia because, like, I'm close at this point. I'm trying to think of, like, a good example. He's a rebel. Like, let's check Drogon. Like, my Drogon's almost a 6-star now, and I have never farmed this guy. I have just done it through additive drops. And so, like, it's getting hard to ignore Leia as a farm. It's been really good to have the additive drops, but it's been interesting. Exactly, River. Like, all of them have to have a team in your roster, and, like, even less so than Starkiller does the individual farms work with teams that are, like, generally in a roster. So... Hey, Caleb Swagger, welcome. It's good to see you. Little 51 Volcano Manor. I don't know if that's good. Also, sorry for all the little subs. I'm just trying to beat it before the DLC next week. Dude, don't worry about it being over leveled. Just keep pushing, because eventually you're going to hit a point where you find Melania, and then you're going to realize that there's no such thing as over leveled. But honestly, any build requires at least level 40, so... $9.99 from Caleb Zwiger. Thank you, my friend. 4 days until my 6th month membership status. Congratulations. That's awesome. Dude, love to see it. Absolutely. Let me check and make sure that I have things, because I know I have I think I have a 6-month one, but I don't know if I have a 1-year one. And I think my artist sent me a 1-year Beaver Dam. So let me just make sure that we have that ready and going. Memberships, default perks. Yeah, so you're going to get the silver dam. And then after 12 months, it becomes gold. And then we have a crystal one for 2 years. Sweet. Very, very cool. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for being a member for so long. You are amazing, my friend. Yeah, the UFU team requires conquest units. Yep. Who is this? Frel. Is Frel still here? It never has reserved Kairos. I just don't get the reason they specifically make characters harder and longer to gear. Like, I'm going to be able to catch up to the maxed out roster at 12. I mean, yeah, all of the new characters take forever to get relic. Yeah, trust me, Davlinsky, it does get easier. Like, I'm finally at that point where I could farm Cairo characters fairly easily, but it requires that you, like, finish everything that you need for, like, Get One and Raid One and all of that kind of stuff, because at that point, you have so much currency freed up for those Chirotechs, and so, like, you can passively get Chirotechs. If you have assault battle teams, you have, you know, your different territory battle stuff, your raid stuff, like, you end up getting so many Chirotechs. Like, I end up getting, like, a couple hundred a month just passively. So, no problem, Frel. Won't you save blue energy for tomorrow? I haven't really been paying attention, honestly, to the double drops, because, like, they're helpful and everything, but, like, I haven't really been paying attention, I'm going to be honest. I do 3 refreshes of every energy every day, just with what I have, so. It is going good, Yotter. I feel like since you're here, we gotta throw on a song for you, my friend. Like, let's just throw on basically your theme song at this point. I'm going to turn it a little down just so I can hear myself think. I can't do a lot with Rise of the Empire, but I can deploy, just can't do missions. So Relic 9 Jedi Knight Guardian, oh gosh. Yeah, it's still decent without Malicos. It's just not great. It can still be beaten, like, by Darth Revan and, like, a lot of other things. So it becomes just okay. I don't know. Like, the fact that it can be taken out by bounty hunters fairly easily is just eh. Oh, gee, Bane Daddy. How hard is getting the bounty hunter ships up to 7 stars? It's just a 6-month farm. It's not necessarily hard. But any ship from 0 shards to 7 stars is 6 months, typically. Feats are poop. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the feats are poop. I'm gonna be going for gold crate in this one. Crew can make the if you don't need it for him for SLKR. Yeah, Foxman, you're right, but, like, it's still just okay, because I can still take out it with, like, Darth Revan and things like that. So I just got my Qui-Gon Omega. Should I take JK up to Relic 7 from Relic 5, or will he work at... He's going to work great at Relic 5. Taking him up to Relic 7 isn't a bad thing, because, A, it increases the ship that you have for him, as well as it's a requirement for Sith Eternal, so you're not going to ever regret bringing him up to Relic 7, but if you want to leave him at Relic 5, you're not going to have any problems. Very interesting, JKT. Oh, no problem, Frel. No problem. We were kind of just taking a second and just answering the chat. So we'll jump in on your roster review now. Okay, old account that wasn't serious and did a lot of farming wrong. Just got my first GL, bought many Lightspeed bundles. I'm sure what order I should go about progressing my account. Gas, Grievous, Revens, finishing Wampa. I'm completely Zeta Star, which is the only reason why Qui-Gon is not up and running. Fair enough. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that's why you go hard on the ship farming for the chases. Yeah, the chases are amazing. Boomer coming in with the $5. Thank you, my friend. I will get to your roster. Can you throw in chat what you're working on, what your previous farm was, and what your favorite team is? And we'll get to your roster next. Let me just finish Pharrell really quick here for him. Okay, so you have the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. It doesn't look like you bought the Resistance bundles. I would get that. Like, this hurts, dude. I get that you're working on it. You're not a 7-star yet, but the fact that you already have the Omicron on him means that he should be like a panic farm. You should be spending all of your raid currency, all of your territory battle currency, like everything, on trying to get this guy up to Relic 3, Relic 5 if you can. Relic 5 is where he does almost everything you could possibly need him to do. You just need to Blue Blood, Houndstooth, and IG 2000. Very nice. So like that is your panic farm. You want to get that up. Overall, you have a lot here to work on. How is your ships? There's Boomer coming in with the $5. I don't know why it takes so long for that to happen. No problem, Yotter. I do love that song. Okay, so you're working on this fleet. Very nice. Okay, here's the dealio, my friend. Looking good so far, dude. Like, solid work. I do appreciate this account. I know a lot of this is Lightspeed bundles, but you're doing some solid work here. I want you to get Executor. You already have the Boba Fett Relic 8. I can tell you're already working towards it. I need you to finish that Executor. It's going to give you a crystal income. It's amazing. In the meantime, you have plenty of time to finish some farms. While you're working on your Executor, you finish up some of these side farms. You've got like a CLS team sitting here that you can finish. You have that Wampa that should be a panic farm right now. Looking at it, you have the Night Sisters, you have this Marin, you're finishing the Marin. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If I were to give you kind of a idea of where I would go, how are you able to get the Han kills in Sector 3 RB? I haven't yet, actually. I think I have got like 7 kills for it so far, just using CLS. But honestly, if I had a JML, that's how I'd be doing it. But right now, I'm just kind of working through things. Change your real name to Darth Bane. Pretty sure that's heresy. Just use CLS and fight against Mon Mothma. Fair enough. I need to switch around my data disk quite a bit to be able to do that, though. But yeah, so let's see. Gas, Grievous, Revens. What does your Old Republic look like? Are you like close to the Revens? Okay, so you're not close to the Revens. So here's the dealio, my friend. Here's what I would do with this roster. I would basically finish Executor, and while you're waiting on the shards for your last ship, because I know you were pretty far from your last ship, you're going to start working on some of these farms. Finish out your Wampa first. Wampa should be like now, and then you should be working on CLS and that kind of thing, because you already have the characters up and going. You're finishing your Marin, which is great, and then I would start working towards that gas. Get yourself a Grievous team going. Get yourself those clones going with your Shock T that you have in your roster. You can take the long route to gas, and that is fine. So I want you to go for that Shock T clones, get yourself a GG droids, and then you'll have 2 additional teams, and then you can push into getting that Padme team ready for gas, finishing up gas, and building out gas. Then you'll already have the clones finished. And so you'll build out some solid teams as you're going. And so that's what I would do with this roster overall. That Executor is going to be way too helpful for you to sleep on. So you're waiting on the Razor Crest, take some time and finish some other farms. After that, you can go one of 2 ways. You're going to be close to JML. You're going to be close to Sith Eternal. I would personally go for Sith Eternal, then JML. But you can go for JML instead. Problem is, once you commit to JML, you're probably going to continue to go through the Rebels. So I personally would go Sith Eternal, then JML. But it is up to you, whatever your passion project is, my friend. Caleb, we are going through the list as much as we can. We still have a lot on the list, though. Okay. I'm a butt hair away from Red Crate. Check his Mandalorians. Why are we checking his Mandalorians? I mean, his Mandalorians exist. Fu is faster than Hux. I'm so proud of you, dude. Heck yeah. I love hearing that. Like, that's something I tell people all the time, and I don't know if they just don't believe me or what, but, like, this helps so much in so many different ways. I'm so glad. Okay. Let's jump into the next person. Okay. Anakin Lava Crawler, do you actually need a roster review, or do you just want... I mean, we've already talked about your... Oh, yeah, that's right. We're doing Boomer. That's right. And then we'll go to Anakin Lava Crawler. Anakin Lava Crawler, are you actually, like, needing anything? Kyber 1 account. Ooh, fun. It's been a long time since I've seen a Kyber 1 account. Long time. Okay, so first things first, let's check this. Okay, good. Let's check your ships. Solid. Beautiful. Relic 8, love to see it. Yeah, this is a solidly Kyber 1 account, Boomer. I am impressed. Separatists, Relic 8 Geos, just what I was expecting. Very nice. Yeah, 14 million GP account. This is wild, my friend. Okay, Relic 8s for those. Yep. Yeah, solid. Let's look at the bottom of your roster. See what you're missing. Yeah, so you've got everything that you have unlocked as Relic, which I'm guessing is all characters, period. Way to flex your account, my friend. Way to flex your account. This explains why you didn't tell me what you're farming. Yeah, like you're even taking the time to get this assassin. You're at the point where you have everything. Like everything is either Relic 7, Relic 8, or Relic 9. Here's one I would actually fix. Now, sounds kind of stupid, but Relic 9ing Jar Jar Binks is not a bad thing. Like, obviously you have them that full Relic 8, the Gungans right now, just because of the whole thing that you have going on with the raid coming around. But the fact that for every 3 Relic amplifiers you get another 2 stacks of plasma shielding, it does actually help. So that might be your next Relic 9, if you don't have anything else going on. Use the wallet data disk. Silent One, I don't know where you are on the list, Silent One. No, you have not been skipped. We are still going. But yeah, so that would probably be my next Relic 9 in this account. But beautiful roster, dude. This is like you've made it. You spend money and you get the new characters quick, and you finish them quick, and yeah, this is beautiful to see. But honestly, the Relic 9 on Jar Jar is really the only thing that I'm seeing them like, I would probably do that, honestly. Are all your GLs Relic 9? They should be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all your GLs are Relic 9. Sweet. So yeah, that would be kind of the only thing that I'm seeing in this account that I would change. Besides that, I mean, there's not really much I can say to farm. Got that at Relic 9. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, everyone... not everyone. He had a Relic 5 Ugnaught in there. Yeah, he had a Relic 5 Ugnaught, Relic 5 Hoth Rebel Soldier. Like, he has a couple Relic 5s. But yeah. Holy Relic. Yeah. So, yeah, overall, love your account, dude. I love you flexing on us. It's hilarious to see. But yeah, Relic 9 that Jar Jar. That is the only piece of advice I could possibly give. And also, if you want a fun PP, Relic 9 Wampa. I know you're not going to get a whole bunch of use out of them, but like, it's a fun one to throw every once in a while. Okay. Check the mods. I'm going to laugh if like everything's at like 10 speed. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's his fastest GL. 592. 199 additional speed. Holy shiz, guys. Staff is 172, 380 speed. Oh, Lee Park, welcome. It is good to see you. It's been a while. 363, Mara Jade. Oh my gosh. Beautiful speeds. Yeah, this roster is definitely something. Oh, goodness. Hold on, I'm curious. Ooh, Sith Empire Trooper slow. Okay, Baze. Slow. But all except one person in his roster has over 60 additional speed, it looks like. Which is, you know, what you're looking for is 60 to 90 for usable characters. And then anything, you know, your fast characters should be over that. Ugh. Can this account owner sign into my account? How much is 199 per mod? Well, let's check. So we got a 26 speed, a 25 speed, a 25 speed, a 26 speed, and a 26 speed with a 32 speed. How fast is the Marin? I didn't even check. It has 78 additional speed. Fun. Yotter coming in with the $2. Sorry, I didn't notice that. I was going into this guy. Speaking of first order, check my first order speeds. You're going to have to give me your ally code so I can check your first order speeds. But I don't think you beat this person. I've got to be honest. Fun account, Boomer, I gotta say. Check DMs. If you read my super. Like, I wouldn't read your super, Yotter. That's a way to call people poor. Oh, gosh. How much money was spent, Boomer? We got someone asking on Twitch. Are you willing to divulge how much you... Like, even if you just divulge how much you spend in a month. I'd love to hear that. I don't know if you're still here or anything, or if you just dropped the $5 and then left it for us peasants to look. But we would love to hear that. Crew and tanks are the best for Relic 9s, I'd have thought. Yeah, overall, Relic 9s should go to crew and tanks. You're not wrong. Okay. This is Yotter, right? Yeah, Relic 9 Darthbane. It's probably Yotter. 584 speed. Nice job. First order officer is faster than your Hux. Good job. 293. Some solid speeds on these. Need to know how much I need to spend. Nice. Off by 1 speed from each other. Very nice. Love that. What's with the timer at the top? That is our roster review timer, because I don't know if you've seen our roster review section a lot of days, but including today, like, this is the start of the roster review section for today, and this is all the roster reviews we have to get through. So yeah, we have a 5-minute timer for our roster reviews. Anakin Lava Crawler, did you actually need a look at your roster? I would assume like 6 figures. I don't know if it would be as much as 6 figures, honestly. Like, if you were to spend like an extra like $300, $400 a month, I think you would get to that point eventually. It just really depends on how fast you want to get to that point, because if he's been playing since day one, I doubt he actually needs to spend that much money overall, especially with the new marquee way of doing things. Beaver's like a preacher, gets a little long-winded sometimes, makes us feel like we're in church. Spending slows down at a point. I have never added up all the spending. Okay, yeah. I figured they once you get to a certain point, you're in Kyber 1, you're getting a whole bunch of crystals through that, because like Kyber 1 is a little different than everywhere else. You get crystals based on how far into Kyber 1 you are. And like being in a top end guild and everything, I'm sure you're getting tons of crystals, so I'm guessing it slows down significantly. And so you're probably mostly just spending on new characters and maybe like the Chirotech packs that come around. So nice, Yotter, very nice. Unfortunately, Park, I am trying not to make exceptions, especially because we have so many sitting around to do. So if someone wants to donate to make Lee Park be able to see his roster review before he has to leave, I'm sure he would very much appreciate it. But otherwise, you'll have to catch us on another stream, Lee Park. Yeah, you could bring your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren to 600 speed with your best mods, dope man. That's awesome. Wild. Okay, Lamey, it is now you, my friend. We are on Lamey. Is Lamey still here? Okay, here. 1 sec. Oh, my bad. My bad, my friends. I don't see Lamey actually here, but Rainy is Lee Park. Are you Rainy? Is that you? Is this it? Bro, got a sponsor. There is sound now. Don't lie to me, Ashton. Yeah, Lee Park. Okay, we're good. Power's back. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing that I will, with your account, with where it is, I think one of the best ways that you can look at this account is with where you're at. And I've seen this a couple times with a couple rosters that we've gone through. I think that going and watching Arnold's free-to-play guide is one of the best things you could possibly do for this account. So hold on, let me see if I can pull up the correct one. So Arnold T101. Oh, did you see that gift code for Genshin? Yotter? You should use that. Okay, let's see. I don't know if he has a playlist for him, right? He doesn't have a playlist, right? It's Reaction Series, Galaxy Heroes. Yeah, he doesn't have a playlist for him. So let me see if I can do farming guide, and I'm gonna say, let's see, it's 2024 right now. I want to say it was 2023 is what I'm looking for. It wouldn't have been 11 months ago. Here, let's take a look at this one, 2022. Shut up.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids. We're going to be sticking with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And lastly, before we get started, as a result, these guys will
so watch this.
Very easily.
So
it took me roughly 8
you are going to be at
get the finalizer unlocked. That is how slow it is to farm Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, because you don't need to pursue an entire fleet.
But yeah, go watch this one. This is probably going to be your best farming guide for your account overall. I'm not trying to pass you off on Arnold, but the fact that you have the SLKR push as your first farm, this is going to be probably one of the best things that you could possibly do. And you just follow this, and this is what his free-to-play account went with. And so go search up this video, 2022 farming guide. This should be the farming guide that you want to look at. And so it should give you a clear path as to what you should farm overall. As for things that that you're looking at for like current farms, I would love to see this Savage Opress Relic 5 like ASAP. That's something that really is needed. Jeez, Lee Park, that's awesome. Yeah, I alt tab for this. You better not be choking or joshing. Yeah, which the new one isn't an SLKR rush, and that's my problem. So if you have a new account, then yes. But like this, I definitely think, so to give you a hint as to not making you watch the full video and everything, if you don't want to watch the full video, it's going to be SLKR, Sith Eternal, Executor, Star Killer, and then you start heading into the Rebels. That is the way that he went. That is the way that I would suggest. So Sith Eternal next, followed by Executor, is going to be excellent for this account overall. Heck yeah, Lee Park, that's awesome. Nice, Yoder. See, I'm helping you out, Yoder. I got you, bro. Make sure that you are working on this. This needs to be happening every single day. You need that echelon as soon as possible. But overall, I love anime camp. Overall, that would be my suggestion. So your panic farm should be relicking Savage and finishing your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, obviously. Those are your two big ones. And then I would start going for Sith Eternal, starting out by building an Imperial Trooper team. So get yourself your Imperial Troopers going and build out that team into Sith Eternal. And then I would, from there, if you still have some time before you need to start farming Executor, meaning you don't have enough shards for the ships, you can always push into Star Killer and then do Star Killer a little early, or you can push into one of these teams you already have in your roster, because you have like a Darth Revan, you have a CLS, you have some of these teams. So between relicking SLKR and Savage first, it's going to be SLKR is the priority, so do that first. But Savage should be directly after. One thing that'll help you a ton, Lee, is spending money. Exactly what Caleb Zwiger says. He understands how the game works 100%. Admiral Raider says, I went see Lord Vader exec teams Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. No idea. Interesting farming plan, to say the least. And honestly, you can make any farming plan work. But overall, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Savage are your next couple of farms. You're going to want to push into that echelon. Your next fleet is going to be Executor. Your next major fleet will be Executor. And the nice thing is you're going to be building that Executor, and it'll give you a Chimera fleet, which will then push you in that direction. So don't forget to pick up that Iden Versio. Even if she's at Gear 8, she's excellent on defense. So... Go buy dark side currency packs. Heck yeah, that's super nice. Spend money until your wife asks what are these charges to the account is my meta. I love that. Getting the executor requirements right now. Congratulations, Admiral Raider. Executor is huge for an account. But yeah, I would go and check out his farming plan. I think that is going to be super nice for you, Lee Park. Okay, give me just 1 sec, guys. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. You have a great day, Lee. Ugh. New player account with bounty hunter ships is such a Chad move. Okay. Hotbot warning me about which account? Oh, interesting. Okay. Getting back into our list. We're going to do 4 more roster reviews. Whether those be paid for or ones in the list is up to you guys. So we're going to do 4 roster reviews, and then I'm going to get off because I'm starting to get a sinus headache. The drugs are starting to wear off. Lamey, are you here? Not been here the entire time, but going to head out to bed. So good night, guys. Have a great night, healer. I appreciate it, dude. Lamey is not here. Okay, moving on. Emperor Joe, are you here? Death sticks are starting to wear off. Yeah. I'm trying to remember how often you can take cold medicine. I want to say it's once every 6 hours. And the last time I took it was only like 3 hours ago, so. Emperor Joe is here. Want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. Can we get a couple members to put in the chat the rethink your life emoji, please? Hey, from the UK. Welcome, welcome, Emperor Joe. I love seeing people from the UK. Do I know where the UK is and what's involved in the UK? Abso-freaking-lutely not, but that's because I don't even know my own country that well. Thank you, Caleb, Was to Matter, and Ben Kenobi. I vaguely know the UK has something to do with Europe. I apologize for being uncultured. What's the matter? Jeez. Okay. Just unlocked Jedi Knight Luke and working towards finishing off my Lightspeed bundle teams and going for JML and JKCK. Okay. Yes, I'm from the US. I was born, or not born. I grew up in Alaska. And so that's where I lived. And so I barely know the US because of that. He must be trolling. No, I genuinely don't know anything about the UK, Europe, Asia, anything like that stuff. Like, honestly, I could tell you where Madagascar is on a map, and that's basically it. Like, I got nothing for you guys. So the UK is England? Are you sure? And, like, what's in England? Like, what's considered England? I'd have to look at a map and, like, give me, like, half an hour looking at a map, and I'll figure out where everything is. But, like, I got no idea. They're crying about 79-degree weather over there. Dude, in Alaska, 79 degrees is hot. Cetera, Europe, and get 65% more, right? I'll donate $10. Oh, I don't even know what that is, but that sounds hilarious. Madagascar is a top 3 movie. I'm going to turn off the timer while we talk about this. What's in England? The English, of course, Yotter. No, like, I've heard the word Welsh before, but I don't know if that's part of England or if that's part of another country. Is that another country in and of itself? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about this. Like, I just don't know. The Welsh are from Wales, right? Wales is a separate place, right? I don't know. Saying that about the UK is such an American thing. Sorry to say that. It's because America is so large that, you know, all we know is really America and vaguely what's around us. The home of Legos is Denmark. Very cool. Geography quiz win rapid. Let me study, okay? It's like a game where you're told a country, you have to pick it on a map. Oh, gosh. England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland are 4 countries that make up the main island that is the United Kingdom, Great Britain. Okay, interesting. Welsh are from Wales, and Wales are from Sligo. Okay, Yotter, see, putting it that way immediately makes it more sense. Like, makes more sense to me than anything else. There are no geography teachers in the U.S. I'm sure many people in the U.S. know things about geography. I personally do not. I barely know what the U.S. is like. I live 1 state over from Oregon, and I just found that out a year ago, and I've been here for several years. Like, I don't know. does not directly impact my life, so I never bothered. I am 26, Adam. If I guessed the country wrong, it would be your roster. How about a Rabbit Beaver learns geography stream? It'll be one of our members only streams just for fun. No, I'm not from the UK. No, I'm straight up from the US. Was born in the lower 48 and then lived most of my life in Alaska, so I would pay for a geography Rabbit Beaver stream challenge. The largest mountain in Snowdon is Snowdonia. I love that. Oh, you're from Wales. That means that you know Scribe personally, right? That's how that works, right? That is one of my favorite things, is every time someone's like, oh yeah, I know this person that lives in Alaska. I'm like, dude, you know that, like, unless they live in the same, like, valley as me, the state of Alaska is 1/3 of the size of the United States. Like, there's no way I would possibly know someone from Alaska unless they happen to be in, like, the 3 towns around where I lived. On Reviki, you don't know who Scribe is? Geography. If someone makes a geography Kahoot, I will do a stream where we do a geography Kahoot. 100%. I don't know how Kahoot works or anything, but I will learn how to host a Kahoot, and we will do a geography Kahoot on stream if someone comes up with one. The whales know how to farm scrap and even upgrade. I don't live in Colorado. I live in Idaho. Doesn't Russia own you? They've made some interesting declarations recently, being like, oh, they were Alaska was unfairly taken from Russia, and it's like, you sold it because you were poor and your government was falling apart. Yeah. In fact, there's actually a lot of, like, I knew a kid who, every time he'd call home, he'd only speak in Russian, because his, what was it, his mother was Russian, and his father was Native Alaskan, and that's really common there, actually. There's still a lot of, like, the buildings and churches that Russia has, there's still a lot of them in Alaska, so... to make him do a geography coup. On to the reviews. Yeah, fair enough. Alphaphobia. We'll do our 4 reviews. Okay. Would I recommend visiting the US? I don't know. Like, I think it would be fun to visit the U.S. It kind of just depends on what you want to do, but that's the nice thing about visiting the U.S. If you were to visit a country, the U.S. has just so many random things and so many different types of, like, areas that you can never really be bored in the U.S. You can be like, oh, I want to see desert and rock and, like, you know, sandstone and that kind of stuff because I've never seen that in my life. You can go to a place in the U.S. and find that. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff in the U.S. that I think you could find here. So, like, depending on who you are, I think a lot of people would enjoy a vacation to the U.S. So, you will not take her from me. If you want to eat a bunch of burgers, the U.S. is your place. Like, honestly, I would say everyone should visit Alaska at least once, because it is just such a wild place and such a weird place. Everything is green. Like, it's just absolutely beautiful, lush, and green during the summer. And you get, like, 24 hours of sunlight. So instead of the sun going up and down, it goes around you in a circle. And it's just so wild and weird. And we also, if you come around August, July, you also get to go to the Alaska State Fair, which was in my hometown. And the Alaska State Fair, because it's in Alaska, a lot of big name artists and a lot of big name comedians and stuff like to come up and do shows at the Alaska State Fair. And so, like, growing up, I saw Pentatonics, I saw Five Finger Death Punch. Like, a lot of people go up to Alaska State Fair, and so it's not only beautiful, but it's also going to be a fun time. If you like nature, if you like music, it's going to be a good time. So, born in the USA. You don't see bears too much, Alex RG, but you will see a moose. Like, literally on the way from, like, my town to the nearest airport, you'll see, like, 14 moose on the way. Moose are everywhere up there, but bears, they tend to stay away from civilization for the most part, so you won't see a ton of bears. Yes, US is the king of barbecue, and I do love me some good barbecue. Yeah, I've been a cruise on Alaska. Oh, yeah, you get to see, like, Ketchikan, where it's basically like a rainforest, but still part of Alaska. It's freaking weird and wild. Yeah, California's a great place. It's one of the most common ones for people to go to, because you got, like, the redwoods up north, you have the beaches down south. Like, it's just a great place to go visit. Alaska sounds like Iceland. I wouldn't know. I've never been to Iceland. I do want to travel. One day, I hope to visit Italy. Like, Italy is the top of my list. Japan is somewhere in my list just because I love the food. But I don't love the culture too much. There's a little bit of iffy stuff about the culture of Japan that makes me not want to go. But, like, Italy's top of my list. I would love to visit England and kind of go see around there, because that's where my grandfather is from. He's from England, so... Yeah, exactly. Dude, I used to convince people online when I'd play Halo online. I used to convince people that I rode a polar bear to school and that I had Wi-Fi in my igloo. It was hilarious because, like, dude, like, you know, I'd say it just like this. I'm like, yeah, dude, we ride polar bears to school. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, my name's Beverly. She's a nice one. She gets a little grouchy when she hasn't eaten, so we make sure we feed her every day. But, like, hey, big upgrade recently. You know, we got Wi-Fi in our igloos, which was huge. I was so happy when we got that. It's what allows me to play with you right now. And, like, people would believe me. I'm like, guys, you guys are insane. Are you kidding me? Like, Maine isn't... I wouldn't mind going to Maine just to try the seafood out there. I've heard some good seafood out there, and I do love me some good seafood, so... You were there last year for Japan? Heck yeah. The state fair is in Palmer, Caleb Zweiger, so it's about 45 minutes north of Anchorage. It's a smaller town. It's kind of weird that it's there, but it is. It's kind of like the central point is the reason that it does it, because once you pass Palmer, you're basically driving a 6-hour drive to the next, like, instance of civilization, so... Religious sites in Europe and Middle East. Yeah, there's some really cool religious sites out there I'd love to see, too. Yeah, the Disney ones are kind of cheap, and Disney won't let you fight with their lightsabers at the Disney park. We were out in, like, the entrance of the Disney park during the fireworks fighting with the lightsabers when I was, like, 17, and we got stopped by security guards, and I was so upset. You should meet Captain Amazing. He lives in Japan. He actually reached out when he first started his channel and asked me some questions and stuff about getting started. So it'd be pretty easy for me to get in contact with him. I've seen him in my chat a couple times, and I've been in his chat a few times, so... But yeah, I'll have to reach out to him, see what he thinks of Japan. Been living in Asia for 15 years. Japan is, for a visit is pretty awesome. You're gonna have fun. Oh, yeah. An IRL collab. Yes, this is still the first of 4 accounts, Justin Behar. Is it Behar or is it Bejar? I'm guessing it's Behar. Like, I feel like the J has to make an H sound. Finland has the same thing with the sun staying up in the summer. Beautiful country for sure. The only person I've ever met from Finland had, is it called narcolepsy, where you can't stay awake? And so he'd be driving and he'd fall asleep and you'd have to, like, grab the wheel and pull off to the side. It was the scariest thing in my life. Yes, the gerbil is a teacher in Japan. He was mentioning to me about traveling teaching. Yeah, I want to learn some Japanese. I've started learning a little bit here and there, so we'll see. I want to learn a lot of languages, actually. The only language I know right now is sign language, and so I'd love to learn Spanish, Japanese, Italian, And then I would also love to learn Mandarin. Check DM'd after stream. Yeah, I'll take a look. Yotter just sent me a European geography Kahoot. Sounds good. I will set it up. You said you'd do 5. Did I say 5? I definitely said 4. I definitely said 4, Ashton. Don't try and trip me up. You just want to make sure you're on the list. Yeah, I just saw it, Yotter. Hit the whoa in ASL. Whoa. Oh, gosh. I heard it was 7. Okay. Someone clip it. Oh, gosh. Anyways. It's one of my favorite signs in sign languages anyways, just because it's so... it's great. Anyways. Okay. This is who? We are on Emperor Joe. I apologize, dude. Emperor Joe. Just unlocked Jedi Knight Luke, working towards finishing off my Lightspeed bundle teams. Then going for Jedi Master Luke and JKCK. Been playing for just over a year, so mods aren't that great. Okay, sounds good. You're playing just over a year. Let's check your Piet. We'll kind of see how your mods are looking. Over 300 speed is solid, dude. You know, obviously with a Lightspeed bundle account, you're gonna have a pretty hard time doing your overall speeds just with mods, but luckily you're looking like you actually have some solid stuff. Painkillers till I overdose stream win. Oh gosh. Okay. Dude, I've already done one 36-hour stream. I don't think I can do a 48-hour. I was dying by the end of that 36-hour stream. Yes, Tractor. In fact, if you accidentally sign in English or American Sign Language something and you say it in Spanish, it's very different and you can accidentally make some really bad mistakes. But then again, anything in sign language is very close to saying something bad. You know, you can say bold, bold. See, I get it mixed up even right now. Bold. Or you can say the B word. And so, like, it gets really, really close. Red Beaver ever do another subathon? Yes, I will do another subathon, but I would need to, I would need a week off work, basically. There's no way I can do a subathon and work the job that I work. And so, next time I have a week off, which is probably going to be when I move down to a different state, that's when I will do another subathon for fun. I wish I remembered the sign for whale. I apologize. I cannot remember the sign for whale, Yotter. Yes, it is, Ashton. Cold, Tractor. I don't have any flu-like symptoms, and I don't have any COVID symptoms, so I'm guessing it's a cold. Stream while you work. But I love subathons. Yeah, if I could do subathons more often... Dude, okay. To be fair, if I can get this channel large enough where I can do streaming as a full-time gig, I would. And then I would do subathons like once, probably every 2 to 3 months. And I would enjoy that so much because it'd be so much fun. But that is a dream that I have, and I don't know if I'll ever hit that point. So we're going to keep going until we try to hit that point. So, sounds good, Nix. Okay. Overall, you have the Qui-Gon Omicron. Your speeds look solid. Maybe why we have subathons at home. Quick, everyone donate until he beats Arnold in subscribers. Dude, I still think it was hilarious last 2 months ago when we had so many gifted memberships that we had random people getting gifted memberships. And so like I had one guy who was like, I don't want my membership, how do I refund it? And I'm like, I have no way to refund your membership because it was gifted to you. I'm sorry. You're gonna see my content for a month. It made me laugh so hard. Never back down, never give up. It's the phallophobia. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Tractor coming in with the 1 gifted membership. Thank you, my friend. Mr. Potato Pit, congratulations. Make sure that your Discord is connected to your YouTube and it'll automatically give you the role in Discord. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Anyways, okay. I really need to get going on this roster review. I'm glad, Tractor. I'm glad. Hey, consider getting a membership for yourself. Then you can go check out, like, we have a podcast episode with Scribe. We have Nooch Too Good doing a roster review of my roster. Like, we have some fun members only videos sitting around. So, but yeah, I appreciate it, my friend. Okay, so as for like panic farms overall, I honestly would try to get your Dark Trooper up to Relic 5 as soon as possible. It's just, you already have the Piet going. It's such a good team to have in your roster, and so I would love to see that. I do appreciate the Relic 5 Savage. Can we do a roster for those? My general thing is, if someone pays me $5 and gives me a roster, I will roast that roster. Like, that is my general rule, is you give me $5, I will roast a roster. So... we didn't hear nothing about this roster. Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, we did take some time outside of the timer and look at his speeds as well. Tractor coming in with another... yes, a roster of your choosing, Yotter. Coming in with another gift. It looks like Ithaphallophobia. Congratulations on your membership. Okay, so... overall, let's double check. Emperor Joe, you said just unlock JKL, you're working for JML. Honestly, I think JML's a great farm for this. You already have your Executor, so I'd hope that you circle back around to Sith Eternal soon. I do love the fact that you have the TIE Echelon finished. I think that's fantastic. It's good to see. Yotter coming in with another gifted membership. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Stagger, congratulations on your membership. We'll have a good turnout for next week's member game night. Hopefully we got a lot of people who can play. I'm going to see if we can get the new Battlefront collection started, perhaps. We shall see, though. As soon as you get your TIE Interceptor, I'd like to see your TIE Defender Relic, but for now I think it's fine where it is. Yeah, it looks like you're really working on those ships, and I do appreciate that. So overall, there's not a ton with this roster that I'm, like, genuinely worried about. So... yeah, Jedi Knight Luke into Jedi Master Luke I think is excellent. And then after that, I would probably circle back around to Sith Eternal and finish some farms. Get yourself an Imperial Trooper team. You finish your 501st and your General Grievous team. Get yourself like that gas team going. Finish your Marin. So honestly, that's what I would do after JML. Like full on JML right now. You're really close, so you don't want to give up on that JML farm. But I would do... okay, let me think for a second. Screw Sith Eternal. Honestly, screw Sith Eternal. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you do JML. You're going to finish JML. You're going to finish some of these farms. Build out your teams hard. You have a lot of it in your roster ready to go. You just need to finish it. Following that, you want Profundity. Profundity will get you to Kyber 3, maybe even 2. So you're going to get some solid crystal income going right there. And then from there, I would break into Jabba, and then I would break into Leia, and then I'd circle back around to Sith Eternal finally. And by then, you'll have Bane. So that's what I would suggest. Tractor, welcome to being damn cool, my friend. As I said before, make sure that your guys' Discords are connected to your overall YouTube. If you just go into your Discord, click the user settings and then connections, you can connect it right there. It'll automatically give you in the Discord the role for memberships. Whew. Yeah, if you have JML, you're practically at Jabba. You're just missing, like, Chrysanthemum and a couple other things. Yes, you are correct, Ithaphallophobia. It's just the ships are going to help more getting you into High Kyber than the characters will in general. So. But once again, Tractor, thank you so much for the 2 gifted memberships, as well as your own membership. You are awesome, my friend. Yeah, I'm getting money sitting here, so yeah, fair enough. If you're at work, it works out great. Explain how you're making money while watching Rabid Beaver. Okay. Yeah, Outrider is pretty much the big grind. Okay, so... Oh, we gotta... What's this? Okay, perfect. There we go. Got that DM. Okay. Ash, are you here? In the Discord. So if you go into the Discord right here, you have user settings. And if you click on that, there'll be a button for connections. You click on the connections, and then you can attach your YouTube to your Discord. It'll just have you sign in onto your YouTube through there, and then it'll automatically give it to you. How I made $4.5 more billion watching Rabid Beaver streams, not clickbait, working 2014. Oh gosh. Also, for those of you who have become members today, keep in mind, for those of you who are here, you have a very specific job, and that is when people come in with a hello there, you are supposed to put General Kenobi. You have an emoji for it, so make sure you spam that General Kenobi emoji every time someone says hello there in the chat. Yes, we got Ash 519. Is Ash 519 here? Oh, Ben Kenobi came in with a hello there. Everyone that's new members, please get those General Kenobis in quick. This is your test. I'm the better Ash. Oh. Okay. Okay, working on gas. Let's see. Working on gas, 85 more shards with around 27k, get one left. Okay, very nice. Next thing I want to do is JKL and go into Java from there. Would like some ship advice. I feel like I'm falling behind there. Need profundity or something. So you have Executor. First things first. I saw it, right? Relic 5? Yeah. Okay. No, it's just your knockoff version of me. Mom, I did it. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Tractor. Also, okay, we're going to have a fun side tangent here. I apologize, guys. We're going to turn off the timer so I can have this side tangent. There are, in fact, 2 women in the town that I'm currently living in that call me mommy. I'm not going to explain any farther than that. We're just going to leave it at that and call it a day. Connect your Discord to YouTube? Perfect. Then you should have the... you should have the it should automatically give it to you. I don't know what your name is on Discord. I can check if you're under Tractor, but yep, Tractor, there you are. Okay, within the next 24 hours it should give you the role, so if it doesn't, I will manually give you the role, so don't worry. I call you mommy too. Hurry, someone reverse the General Kenobi emoji and send it to Micah. Rabid mommy win. Dude, for those of you who weren't here, I've had the worst dating record of like anyone in the world. We went over it during our stream where we went and made ramen for no reason because someone donated. But so what happened was during COVID, during the Rona, when like everything shut down, I was working overnight shifts at this one job, and pretty pleased. Yeah, I can do yours next, Tractor. After all, you did donate a couple memberships. I 100% can do you next. But didn't we call Bo-Katan? Yeah, she's Mommy Mandalore. She is. Looking out today, Mommy. Gosh. 2 a.m. sausage ramen stream PTSD. Yeah, so COVID happened, and like I was working in overnight shifts, and these 2 girls were like really stressed because of the whole thing of, you know, being locked up. We weren't allowed to go hang out in other apartments and stuff, and so they would come over and hang out with me at my apartment with my roommate. And, you know, both of them, we weren't interested in them, and they weren't interested in us, at least as far as I know. Maybe I was just not reading the signs correctly. But you know, they would come over and they would ask us advice, and so we'd give them advice. And so they started calling my roommate daddy and me mommy. And still to this day, they still like one of them has kids at this point. She has 2 kids, and so like when I come over, she tells her kids to say hi to grandma. Like, it's so freaking weird. Ben Kenobi coming in with the 1 gifted membership. Micah, congratulations on your membership, my friend. But yeah, there's my rabid beaver lore for today. Okay, so you're working on your Rebel Y-Wing. Tractor coming in with another gifted membership. Thank you, my friend. PHX, congratulations on your membership. Be sure to thank the most generous Tractor here. For Yoda, their hello is correct. I locked Will-Katan Mandalore last week. Now I'm putting a Zeta on her and have 2 Omicrons on her. Heck yeah, dude. I just got mine to Relic 7, and I'm so excited to use her in 5v5. Ben Kenobi coming in with another gifted membership. Thank you so much, my friend. A gifted membership for a more civilized age. Rohit Chandler, congratulations on the membership. I had gifted memberships turned off. Oof, rough. I refuse to stop. I just got paid. I can't keep this up. Sure you can, Yotter. Who needs to eat? Relic 6 now. Very nice. If I gift someone, could they get a review? Lol. Sure, Unreveki. Whoever gets gifted, if they are in the chat, I will give them a roster review. I've been trying to gift. I wish there was a way that I could gift specific people. Like, if I could gift specific people, I would absolutely love that, because then I could, like, you know, have like a contest or have like a fun raffle or that kind of thing, and then I could give the winner a membership. I would love to be able to do that, but unfortunately, I still haven't found out a way if they've allowed it, so that way I can do that. So YouTube won't let you. Your bank's just like, Wep, are you sure about this, Wep? Are you positive that you want to do this, Wep? Overcast coming out with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, my friend. Maurice. We've got Maurice and Marius. Love that. Batty, Joshua, Tyler, congratulations on your guys' memberships, my friend. You can on Twitch. That's such a cool design on Twitch. I really wish that it would just... that'd be awesome if I could do that. Oh, thank you so much, Overcast. You are amazing. No, the wrong Josh. Okay. Where were we in this roster? This is... Yeah, okay, you were looking for ship help. I hope you're getting the Interceptor soon, because you really need that TIE Defender Interceptor. That's going to be helping a ton. I would also consider starting a Unreveki coming with the gifted membership. Okay, Burakuka, if you're here, you are getting a roster review. Promise is a promise. So Burakuka, if you are here, you will get a roster review. I can't go bankrupt right now. Fair enough, Ben Kenobi. You know, I don't want people like going into debt for me. I mentioned this before. I was watching another YouTuber. There's a finance YouTuber I really like watching, and he was talking to a guy who went into debt for like $2,000 worth of debt to donate on Twitch. And I'm like, I would hate myself if people were going into debt to donate or to give memberships to me. Like, it would hurt my soul. Oh gosh. More people ask you about roster views than actual roster views. Okay. Got it. How much more gifted subs until Johnny gets to be a member? Stream started 5,000 hours ago. Okay, overall, overall, we're taking a look at your ships. If you're looking for easy fleets to get started and to really get going, this is one that you don't want to sleep on. So if you relic your Geos, this is something that can take down Profundity. All you need is like some Relic 3, Relic 5 Geos, and you can start getting that done. Relic 5 Geos across the board are going to do most of what you need to do for that Profundity counter. That does take away your Empire's TIE Bomber, though. If you want the full Separatist lineup, you're going to need Relic 7 Geos. But overall, you want to be working on that TIE Interceptor as much as you can and get that Relic TDC. This will take out Executors for you. It'll take out, Profundities with a couple more ships added in. So it just kind of depends on like what you're missing in your fleets overall. But it looks like you just need some off-meta counters. That's kind of the big thing I'm seeing in this roster. He's on the participant list in the chat. Oof. How do I go about getting a roster review? We are doing only 4 more for today, but if you go to the Discord, you can sign up, and we basically, each day that we do roster reviews, we ping everyone that wants roster review pings, and then we just say, hey, we're live now, and then everyone signs up, and then we just go through the list as much as we can. So if you go up to the top here, go to channels and roles, you can click here to be pinged for roster reviews. And then if you want to donate, you can always skip the line, of course. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? We were at... hold on, I'll find it, I promise. There it is. We are at Ash. Okay. What is the donation amount? Honestly, anything. Like, if it's $1, it's going to go to the dog. But if it's more than $1, that's when you get a roster review. If you want me to roast a roster, it's $5. But like $2 or more, you get a roster review. On that roster review for the next time he chats. Yeah, the next time I see Barracuda in chat, I'll put him at the top of the list. Only 4 more roster reviews to go. It's 4 after this one. Don't lie to me. Someone at what, Johnny? Oh, gosh. Yeah, like, basics are about the only thing that you skip out when it comes to a Zeta on a GL. But, like, even then, I would still do it. Oh, there's Wep coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, my friend. Mount JL Swago, Kiltroy Roy, Kyle Pendergast, Rodrigo, and Death Destroyer of Worlds. Congratulations on your guys' membership. Still no Johnny, but congratulations regardless. Thank you, my friend Whip. You are amazing. Best I could do is 169. Oh gosh. Okay, thank you guys so much. You are amazing. You're not leaving. This is just gonna become the new subathon. I'm just gonna stay here. Gosh, I'm sick and you guys are just like, aha, subathon time. Yeah, I'd say, like, honestly, I would skip out on raised basic or any basic on most of the GLs for a while, but I would always come back and put them on. It's subathoning time. Okay, overall, Panic Farms established. Honestly, you don't have a ton where I'm like, oh, that needs to be finished right this moment, which I do appreciate. Gas would be my main focus on this account. You have a Gear 11, and obviously you're putting everything towards it. 1 euro roster review for the alt, €1 for Mara. Oh, I can grab Mara and give her a treat if you so choose. He's got a yacht, so he has to be rich. Yeah, Ben Kenobi, give you just a second. I'll grab Mara for us. Yeah, overall, if you want to add something to this account that's super, super helpful with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or with OG Kylo, I would suggest adding the Zeta to, oh, where did he go? This guy right here. Don't even bring his gear up. I don't care that he has no mods and that he has no gear. Just give him the mass manufacturer Zeta, and you're going to get a bonus turn at the beginning. You're going to be able to pass over that turn meter. That'll make your SLKR counter versus Lord Vader always better. It'll give you an OG Kylo solo that's going to work a little bit better. You're never going to regret putting on that that Zeta. You can use it in so many ways to make things swing above their weight class. As for your ships, I think honestly your Empire and your Separatist are what you're going to want to focus down on, especially because you're probably getting your TIE Interceptor soon. So that would be my suggestion for this Ash. As for overall farms, I mean, it looks like you kind of have it like figured out. You're pushing gas, which is great. Then you're going for JKL and Jabba, and I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. I would probably do Jabba into Profundity if you feel like you're like getting screwed on ships, but overall, I don't think that's a bad farm whatsoever. Oh, who is Mara Tractor? I will show you who Mara is. If you know, who does he use for Revan? No. Like, honestly, I do most of what I need to do with a partially relic Jedi Revan team. Jedi Knight Revan, he's going to get Jedi Knight Luke, he has Old Ben, he has Bastila. So yeah, he has, like, enough for a Jedi Knight Revan team. And then once he gets Jedi Knight Luke, it'll kind of be finished. So, I don't think it's a huge thing. Nice, Johnny, nice. Okay, give me just a sec. Let me grab this. So there you go, Ash. Let's we'll jump into, let's see, who was the next one. Who was it? Unraveki, can you DM me the name that I'm supposed to be looking for? Let me see, where is it? Just so I have that. The Barakuka, can you DM me that so that way I can keep track of it? Okay, and then was there... that's right, Tractor wanted his as well. And so we'll do Tractor, and then we're doing... Who's that next one? Ben Kenobi, and then we'll have one more slot open. Hold on. I will be right back. Let me grab Mara. Sure. Archer. Nope, all the way. I know, you're tired. Sure. Come on, you got this. There you go. You are a tired poopers right now, aren't you? This is Mara. Her name is Mara Jade. Oh, yeah, good poopers. Someone donated to give you a treat. Stay. So typically, we'll have her watch the stream while I run to the bathroom. But today, she was with my roommate, so... But anytime anyone donates 99 cents and it doesn't have a message, we give more a treat. Pip. 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 Good poopers. Down. Take it. I know. That is Mara. Anyways. Look at my glorious Leia Organa. Johnny, I have someone else do the teams, but I'll try and pass it along. She has sleepy poopers. Yeah, she was asleep on my roommate's bed. So close to roster review. I'm next on the list. Okay, so we said Tractor, Ben Kenobi, and then we got Zalrons. We're prepared for my glorious Ewok Scout. Okay, let's do Tractor next. So Tractor's in here, so I can just pull his from here. Tractor. Yeah, I'm glad I'm limiting it because my brain is starting to hurt right now. Okay, so Tractor said, I came back from after a long break of about a year and a half or so. I'm currently working on the Inquisitors. A rough farm. I'm guessing it's for your guild, but that's a rough farm to start. Thank you, Zalrons, I think. I will say if anyone donates for a roster review, they will, get their roster review. I'm not going to, cut off donations entirely, but we are out of slots for regular roster reviews. But keep in mind, if you get that Discord, role, you'll be pinged every time I do roster reviews. So you can get your free roster review whenever you want to. So don't feel like you have to donate. DM on Discord, please, on Reveki. Does he want to still keep playing? Yeah, like that's a rough farm to come back to the game into is Inquisitors. Yeah, I usually get burnt out and quit the game. Yeah, I really don't like the Inquisitor farm overall, but like if it's for your guild, it's for your guild tractor. Fleet Arena top 15 is only Leviathans. Okay, so you're trying to get yourself a scythe in your roster. Well, what do your capital ships look like? So you have an Executor. I mean, you can use this to beat... you just need to up the relic levels on Razor Crest, and that's much cheaper than spending the insane amount of Chirotechs for a Grand Inquisitor. So, like, that would be my suggestion here, is upping your relic levels here and using this to beat out Leviathans. But, like, if you want to go for Inquisitors, go for Inquisitors. Currently working on get the Leviathan counter with Chimera. Input on your best options. Okay. Wait, hold up. You have the Profundity. The Profundity counters the Leviathan. Pretty much have all the gear saved up to them. Yeah, I mean, if they're a PP for you, they're a PP for you. Go for it. Okay, yeah, so you have this team going. Okay. Well, I mean, the Profundity does counter Leviathan. Did they somehow fix it and it's now no longer works because it was the best counter for it a long time? Yeah, 5-star Profundity doesn't do it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like a 5-star Profundity is gonna struggle hardcore. Do I mean 7-star Leviathans? Yeah, 7-star Leviathans. I mean 6-star Leviathans, you know, a crumpled up piece of paper could pull apart. Anyways. Yeah, it's just interesting. It's just interesting saying that you're gonna go for a Leviathan counter that's off meta, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It's just Executor can do it, and I would love to see a Relic Bam with your Executor. So, Leviathan full autos Profundity now. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, like you don't have a whole lot of like things that are like necessarily panic farms. I would love to see Beskar Mandalorian up to relic level. It makes it a lot harder to take out as an Executor overall, and makes every kind of cup counter ships as well. Yeah, we just did it earlier, Tractor. I don't remember how well it does this this version of it, but hey, let's do it. You need a relic Bam. You need a good Bam relic. He needs at least relic 5, but yes, relic 7 if you can. Hit that. We didn't land, get rid of the thing, but it is fine, or it should be. We're just gonna hit him. Yeah, we'll just go all in on you for now. Yeah, unfortunately we had the start off where the Sith fighter didn't get the thing removed, but hey, we'll deal with it. Keep her tank alive for now. But yeah, no, like this works typically. So this is how I climb up in my fleet arena. How'd that not finish him off? But yeah, typically you'd have him down by now. But yeah, this works. Look up Bit Dynasty versus Leviathan, like Executor versus Leviathan. But yeah, you go try this trick. You basically, I have mine a little funky because I used to have it set up for the right speeds, but then I upped my relic level of my BAM, and so now I don't know the speeds, like what I'm supposed to have for the speeds. But basically, the entire idea is that you use the Slave 1 assist as a way to get past the taunt and finish off the last guy. So you start off with the mass assist. And then you call in Slave 1 to get rid of the taunt, and so now you can focus down this guy, and then you use this on him, and so now that's gone, and so now because the critical thing is gone, give it back to him. That's fine, but still, you get rid of him with that opening play, and just like that, you're just kind of going for it. We already have contracts, so this is normally how it works. So usually you want to try and keep your Slave 1 alive, because that's like your big thing, is your Slave 1 is who you call to assist constantly. It's the Chimera counter more reliable? None of the counters are like super reliable for this fleet. BAM also gives you a non-GL counter, Lord Vader, also true. The one annoying thing with this counter is you got to take out this guy as soon as possible if they have him in the reinforcements. And the reason for that is because the Executor can actually heal him up because he's Empire. But just like that. So yeah, there's your Executor counter right there. Like, hey, Astro DB, welcome, welcome. So yeah, that is how I climb up in my fleet arena, is using the Executor. And so honestly, like, going for a full Inquisitorius team is not going to be like necessarily a bad thing. It's good for your guild, but like, it's so many Chirotechs for like such a little payout, because the team itself sucks until you get Reva. So unless your guild's pushing for it, I don't usually suggest people push for Grand Inquisitor. If you're getting close to Scythe, I can understand pushing for it. I could see that. I could also see it if you're trying to push into another guild. But overall, like, if you have an Executor just relicking your BAM and getting some, you know, relic levels on your BAM, you're gonna do fine. Like, that would be my suggestion. So your guild gets about 30 to 35 Reva shards, so they don't sound like they even really need the help. So like, yeah, Inquisitors aren't going to be a bad farm, and I'm not saying they're not. It's just, I would rather see you relic the BAM and fight up now instead of waiting until you have Inquisitors to fight up in your fleet arena shard. Get the crystals now is what I'm trying to say. So like, Inquisitorius, go for it. I'm just worried because you took a break for a year and a half. Inquisitorius is usually a grind people, like, take a break from the game because of. And so that's why, the one reason I'm worried. But overall, like, yeah. I don't know why this idea is so prevalent. Because you need really, really good mods to get him to beat any kind of GLs, and the GLs he beats are not really seen on defense. On defense himself, he gets beaten by most major teams. Like, he's not the bottom of the barrel, but he does not deserve the amount of Chirotechs for how good he is. Like, it's not about the fact that the Grand Inquisitor is good or bad, it's the fact that the investment doesn't make sense, because it doesn't actually, like, if I were to spend that many Chirotechs, I should be getting something good. Like, I can spend basically the same amount of Chirotechs to get Grand Inquisitor to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and it beats everything in the game. Like, it's just, it's not worth it. So Rey is not seed on D. Send me footage of Grand Inquisitor by himself, not in territory wars with his Omicrons, taking down Rey, and I'll be like, okay, cool. You just unlocked Executor today. Congratulations, Spoken Off. That is awesome, dude. That is a huge boost to your roster. I know it's not the best deck here. No, I'm not saying like you shouldn't go for it. With the fact that you're getting Riva shards, like really pushes you towards it. Like if you were in a guild where you're still doing like rote and you're not even getting to Riva and you don't have anyone that does Riva mission, or you're in a guild where like you're doing Wat Tambor still, like obviously I'd say absolutely drop the Inquisitors. I'm just saying that in general, Inquisitors are not the best farm for most people. But yes, go for it. Go for it. Just get Bam up and get yourself fighting up in your Grand Arena now. But Inquisitors, go for it. Like, it makes sense for your account. It's just some accounts it just really doesn't make sense to go for. So. Yeah, apparently 6-star Executor just makes the entirety of everything a little wonky, Astro DB. And so, yeah, you want to keep it at 5-star and then push it to 7-star without, you know, taking it to 6-star in any time between. So working for SLKR since all I need is Finalizer unlocked and a 5-star. Heck yeah, Spoganov, that's awesome, dude. Is that your first GL, or is that going to be like your is that like, you know, your second, third? Like what are we looking at right now? Did you get final or Executor first? Is this my main account? No, this is not my main account. This is some person's account. This is Tractor's account. Relic 1 Revan hurts my soul a bit, but I would rather see the Bam Relic than anything else. So overall, if I were to give you kind of a farming plan, because I know it's less of like what you're currently working on that you're looking for and more of like an overall farming plan. So you have the Profundity, which is amazing. So I would finish out your Rebel GLs. You have a foot in the door, you might as well finish it. They are absolutely amazing. And so, you know, as you're working towards your Beskar Mandalorian, as you're working towards your Inquisitorius, as soon as you have some energy freed up to farm some characters, I start going for Jabba. Jabba is going to be an excellent GL in general. He's also going to give you Smuggler's Run 2, which is an event that gives you mod farming materials, so like, you know, the stuff to get your mods up in levels, as well as it gives you some solid mods itself. So I would definitely go for Jabba next, and then from there go into Leia. We've had a lot of double drop farms, or not double, additive drop farms for Leia, so you should have, you know, at least a couple stars on the characters that go with Leia. They're all about to be double drop farmable soon, and so by the time you finish with Inquisitorius and Jabba, they'll all be double drop farmable. You can go in on Leia, really easy GL to get. Both are excellent GLs offensively and defensively, and so that would be kind of my focus for you, Tractor, is finish your Inquisitorius and go that direction. As for Beskar Mandalorian, I said it once and I'm gonna say it again, get him relicked, get that Executor team really popping. But yeah, I think finishing your Rebel GLs is going to be excellent. Overall, looks like a solid account. Let's check if you're sleeping on any like major farms. Like right here, if you have time, I'd add Dark Trooper into your farms at some point. It's going to be super, super helpful. Additionally, Iden Versio, you probably know, Iden Versio is needed for that counter that you're farming for. So make sure you have Iden Versio on your list. That also builds out your Separatist fleet, so super, super nice there. Looking at your 501st, you have your 501st Relic, which is more than a lot of people that I see, so it looks like you were finishing your farms quite well. This is a team, another one that I would add. Yep, Sith Empire. Yeah. Double farming Gungans for the raid is worth the crystals. I think it's not a bad thing to do. I personally would probably not do it because I would just slow farm them, honestly. But like if you feel like you really need it, then go for it. Yeah. Like Jar Jar is one of the top teams in the game. He's you know, he's going to be great for the raid. He has so many perks. He doesn't connect to another farm, which is like the one downside to their overall farm. But like you're obviously, even with the double with the double investment, you're probably, unless you're double investing on all of the characters and you're already like 1/3 of the way done, you're probably not going to be ready for the August. And so that means the soonest you're going to be able to get him is November. And so you have the time to slow farm them. And so I'll leave it up to you, but like, I don't really think you need to do the double farming. Just based on when the events come around for Jar Jar. So unless you're willing to put some serious crystals down to try and get it done by August, then I wouldn't do it. But yeah. Can we get a Gungan Style? I still don't have Gungan Style on my list because I really didn't enjoy the song, but I can download it if you guys really want to. Spoganov, thank you for following, my friend. Okay, Tractor, do you have any other questions before I move on? Have the Inquisitor song? Yeah, I'll play the Inquisitor songs. We've been talking about them so much. That's under M for March of the Inquisitor. I'm going to turn it down a bit just because I'm starting to get a headache pretty hard. Portion, Mind Trick, Mind Vampire. My Sisters. There it is. Okay. Get Cat Tractor. Dude, do you not have Cat?
It doesn't seem complicated.
Bro, you need Cat. Yeah, I don't see a cat in here. You need a cat, dude. Oh, that's painful. Yeah. Honestly, okay.
Jedi cannot help what they are.
You hated Conquest back in the day?
Compassion leaves a
Ooh,
trail.
that is a good call. Whoever said that, who was it? Johnny? No? Yeah, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny, for pointing that out. That is a good point. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of them in here. I'm going to say this right now. I don't know how much you spend on the game tractor or if you're willing to spend on the game. But if you want to start buying the $30 Conquest Plus pack or Conquest Plus Pass, it'll give you an additional Proving Grounds so you can get Cat faster, but you don't have a lot of the Proving Grounds characters in general. So it'll give you an extra use of each of the Proving Grounds in Proving Grounds. And so you can get Cat, you can get a lot of people. And JML and JKL basically give you what you need to beat Malgus, to beat TIE Interceptor, so you can do every Proving Grounds right now. So it's not going to be a bad thing. Okay, you're already doing that. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. But yeah, overall, that would be my next set of farms. I'd finish your Holy Trinity of Rebels. You know, finish the Jabba, finish the Leia after you finish your Inquisitories. When should you do JKCK? It's really up to you. Do you have Night Sisters? Did you buy the Night Sister bundle? It looks like you did. It's really up to you when you want to push JKCK. JKCK is a hard push for me. You have Jedi Master Luke, and so you have a home for him, which is the most important part, is you have Jedi, you have a home for JKCK. You also have, you know, you have the Night Sister, so you have a home for Marin. And so I'd say whenever you want to fit that PP in, you can. You are in a good spot for it. So, like, if you want to do that after Inquisitorius, I'm not going to be upset. It is a rough farm for the simple reason of the Chirotechs. But overall, I think JKCK fits in your account better than most accounts that people ask about. So, yes, he said the PP thing. He said passion projects. So, there's nothing wrong with a little PP. JKCK, big PP. Yeah, so that if that's a passion project for you, I 100% think put it wherever you want. And I think it'll be a nice treat for you after the Inquisitorius. Because Inquisitorius is a rough farm to go for by themselves. And so JKCK can be a good PP to kind of revitalize you back into the game. And then go for Jabba. So, check Grievous's mods. 150,000. All health primaries. Yeah, solid. Yeah, Marin would be nice for the assault battle, absolutely. Okay. So yeah, I think JKCK after Inquisitorius and then going to Jabba is going to be bad for your farms, dude. If that's something that's like you have passion for, go for it. Want to get all the assault battles tier 3? Fair enough, fair enough. Like, you have the Jedi Knight Luke for it, you have the CLS for it, you know. You're definitely getting to the point where you're getting close onto that goal, so. Is your foo faster than your Hux? I love how people are just, like, calling out things that I typically check now. His foo is not faster than your Hux. Foo faster than Hux is going to be better for the, basically everything. But honestly, the big ones are Lord Vader counter and Jabba counter. So that one is something to do. Slow foo, more like boo. Okay. Overall, your mods aren't bad, though. Let's see if you got a mod fall off. Yeah, you got some solid mods. Subathon until I see Gear 12. Let's prove a point. I'm curious. Oh, Relic Savage. Yes, it does, Wet Pliskin. The $30 one gives you another round of Proving Grounds. Took me 2 people on the list to find one. Loaf, if you're still here, Relic your Savage, please. Okay, let's see, who is... Okay, Ben Kenobi, I think you're in the Discord, and then we got Zalrons. Okay, Zalrons will be next. Let's do it. Look at yours. Let me find your account again. There we go. Okay, Tractor, perfect. You're you now have your thing in Discord. The bot got it to you. Yep, Justin Behar, I'm still here, but we're doing our last couple of rosters right now. Okay, Sith. See, but this isn't a problem. Tractor, you have a level 1 Savage, and that's fine. The problem I have is Gear 12 Savages with the Omicron. It's like you gave him everything he needs to be great except for his level. And so, like, Savage at level 1, I'm like, yeah, fit it in when you can. I definitely think this is a farm you should fit in sooner rather than later, because 1 character is worth 5 is always going to be better than farming up a whole team, especially because it's a non-Chirotech character. But, like, when I see Gear 12 ones with the Omicron, I'm like, guys, you are so close to greatness. Why am I finding you on a farm? You were a scientist. Why did you run away? We were this close to greatness. There have been 0 distractions from chat. Yep. No Treya Omi. Okay. Ben Kenobi, are you in the list? There you are. That's right. You want me to look at your alt. So my alt with absolutely no direction. Except gear up teams I currently have. Possible, maybe go for JKL or Gas. I'm farming Tune for BAM since I got all those shards for Razor Crest running out of mods as well. Okay. What teams can Savage solo? Basically anything that's a team that you see in the back wall, any kind of teams that you see that where it's like Rolo, you know, all that kind of stuff, they can all be soloed. You know, Old Republic soloed, Ewoks soloed, Iden Versio soloed, CLS soloed, General Grievous soloed. Like, he does so much. I'm glad I could help, Tractor. Sounds good. I appreciate it, Justin Behar. Congratulations, Yadra. That's awesome. Like any B tier and below, and then a couple, like, you know, A tier. Yes, Josh. And then you throw him with Treya, and all of a sudden he can take out the side pieces of basically every GL. He can take out, under that Treya lead, he can take out JML. Like, he's just a great character in general. Davlinsky, if you've got a Treya team, you should probably take it on offense if you're going to use Savage as a solo, so that way you can split up Treya to take out something good, and then you can bring Savage in to take out something good. Or you can combine them and use them on offense. But if you don't care about having that flexibility of splitting apart the team, then throw them on defense and watch other people suffer. Saw will be useful when you get Luthen. Fair. I mean, you do have Mon Mothma already, so. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you want a direct... Oh my gosh. What is this, my dude? Yeah, I can see where you're looking at it and being like, yeah, finishing the teams that you have. Bro, that is a Savage at gear 12, and that's a Star Killer at gear 11. My dude. My dude. My dude. Okay. You got my Savage. Like, I didn't even have to go looking through the list and just throwing in random accounts until I found one Savage. It's right here. It was the next roster that we look at. Like, yeah. Star Killer, Savage. Okay. So here's the thing. I think what you're doing of finishing teams is great. I think Savage and Star Killer need to be finished like now. If you want an overall farm, I'm going to suggest the same thing I suggested to someone a little while ago. It is colorfully pleasing. It does match. But I would suggest Arnold's 2022 farming guide. I think the Sith Eternal Executor farm is excellent for an account like this, and then you could break out from there and go for the Jedi Knight Luke into Jedi Master Luke. I think that's an excellent way of looking at this. Gas as a side farm really doesn't make sense with an account like this, but I get PPs. My first farms were SLKR followed by Gas, and so I 100% understand it, and it gives you an additional fleet, which shores up one of the biggest holes in an SLKR Rush account, because one of the biggest holes in an SLKR Rush account is you have a Finalizer fleet, which is fantastic, except that Malevolence stomps it, and Negotiator stomps Malevolence, and so the sooner you can find a way to plug that hole on your offensive fleets, the better. So I'm not going to necessarily say no gas, but I would say Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Sith Eternal, Executor is the best way to go with this account, and then from there you can break out into any direction. You can get that gas, you can go for the Rebels, you already have the 3-Pac, you already have the Commander Luke, you already have the Han, the Chewie. I think JKL and heading that direction with that Jedi Knight Revenue account is going to work fantastic. So that is my overall suggestion. You're finishing up Negotiator right now as well. Yeah, so if you're going to do it that way, then absolutely do the same thing I did. SLKR, Gas, Executor, Sith Eternal, and then head into JML. It wasn't bad for me. You've seen my account. And then overall, your panic farms need to be Star Killer Savage. It needs to happen soon. Also, keep in mind, it looks like you already have kind of an idea of it going, but keep it in mind. You're going for Gas. Get that General Grievous up to relic level right now. So this should be on your panic farm list, because you can throw them with your low gear droids as you're leveling up the droids for the gas event, and have another team sitting there doing good stuff. You have a Shock T, you get the Shock T to relic, throw them with the 501st clones, and you relic the 501st clones first. You have a team you can use, and then you start building up that Padme team, and then you have a third team that you use, and then the moment that you get gas, you just shift out Shock T and gas for each other. So that is kind of the big thing that I would be looking at for you. Yeah, new accounts Kairos are awful, honestly. But hopefully that helps. Okay, I am really getting a headache at this point. Baby Dam update will come, I promise. I plan on doing an update today. I'll be recording an update today for the Baby Dam, and I will post it on Tuesday. So, my head's starting to hurt bad. I don't even think I copied and pasted that just now. Okay, Zalrons, you ready? You ready, my friend? Next review in 3 months for my main. For you watching you stream? Oh no, not at all. It's just I'm getting real tired and my brain's starting to hurt. But hey, I'm here to help you guys. That's the reason that I stream, is to help you guys. As I've mentioned before, the reason that I made this channel the way that it is, and the reason I keep going, is by the time people finish watching all my videos, I want them to be able to look at their account, know exactly what they need to farm, and basically make myself obsolete. Teach you guys exactly how you need to play the game, so that way you guys can enjoy the game as much as I enjoy it. But okay, Zalrons, let's do it. I hope you're staying hydrated. I got my Coke. It's actually empty. I need to grab another one. But yeah, no, I need to get some water. You're goated. Yeah, I need to grab another water bottle 100%. AKA the subathon. Yes, water. I get it. I know. I was joking about the Coke. I am definitely going to be drinking water the rest of the day. Okay. I got that right. That's the right one? 249? Yeah, okay, Zalrons. Perfect, we got it. Okay, I'm 3 characters away from Jedi Master Luke, from Jamal, if you will. Then going straight into Leia. Very nice, very nice. Only will need 6 characters relic, all shards acquired. Very nice. Okay, so you're going JML into Leia. That hurts my soul a bit, seeing a level 1 finalizer. But I get it. Like, the Lightspeed bundles have kind of wiped everyone out for credits and everything. Okay, you're working on your BTLB. You're working on your Echelon. Your Razor Crest definitely needs some relic levels, my dude. That's like one of the biggest things I see people sleep on when it comes to Executor, is those Executors. When it comes to Executor, the biggest thing I see being slept on is BAM. I promise my brain isn't working right now. What time is it over the ocean? It is currently 6 p.m. Kingdom Rush games? I have not. Okay, Zalrons, you literally were like, Profundity after Leia. I'm like, hey, that's what I would have said, and then I realized it was you. Yeah, Profundity after Leia, then doing gas. 0-0s with the 501st clones. Imp Troopers, JKCK, Marin leaving Revens for Lightspeed bundles at this point. Daily farming 10 ships. Mothma plus Raditz. Okay, sweet. Is it a thing to 7-star Executor ASAP? I just get 10 shards of it per month. It's not as important as Leviathan. Like, Leviathan is that one where it's like, you have to get 7-star, otherwise this ship sucks. And so, like, that one is like, you push it to 7 stars as soon as you get. Executor, you can do most of what you need to do at 4 or 5 stars. And so it's not nearly as, like, pushy, but it's up to you. Okay. Yeah, honestly, the only big thing that I'm seeing immediately that I'm like, oh, I would do that, is I would get the BAM relicked up for the ship, and then I would actually get Qui-Gon's Omicron. Those would be the 2 things that I would get for this account immediately, because those would be easy stuff to put into this account with minimal effort to do some good stuff. Let's check your resistance. Make sure you're not sleeping on your resistance. You are sleeping on your resistance. My sir, my kind sir, I know you have no Zetas, but Finn. The Finn Zeta instantly gives you a team that's one of the best teams in the game for holds like this. I love this team so much. I get holds in Kyber 2 with this team, and mine's a Gear 9 Zori. Like, don't be sleeping on this, my friend. So if you're looking for some easy teams to get up, like right now, it's going to be the Qui-Gon Omicron and the Finn Zeta. Those 2 things are going to push you over the edge and giving you some good defensive things to throw on your back wall that'll just piss people off. Finn Zeta is what gives you the turn meter push and the turn meter reduction on the enemy for hitting exposes. And so then Finn and Zori just run a turn meter train with their exposes. So that is what that Zeta does. 230 Zeta mats. I'm sitting on his JML, Leia, and gas teams take a lot. Yeah. But, I mean, you have some time. I'd say you could afford those Zetas if you have 230. You could afford those. But, I mean, I get it. Also, gas is just insane amounts of Zetas. Sounds good, Ben Kenobi. You have a great day, and thank you for the gifted memberships, my friend. But, yeah, those two Zetas are just, like, that Zeta, that Omicron, and that other Zeta is just so incredibly good for defense. You're getting insane. His guys are basically where they are for Lightspeed bundles, so. Oh. Okay. Yeah, overall, besides the the Finn, the Bam, and the Qui-Gon Jinn, I see no problems with your overall farming plan. Like, I think your farming plan has a lot of merit. I would have suggested, you know, Profundity as your next farm as well. You know, like Leia into Profundity is definitely what I'd go with this account. It's going to be the fastest way to get you up. But I would like to see that Bam up. But it looks like you're putting a little bit of money, you're putting a little bit of work into this account, and I think you're doing great on it. And besides those things that I mentioned, I don't see many problems with it. Let's check your speed, see if there's anything that I'm missing. 324 on Mara Jade. I'd like to see her above 330. Same with your Piet. I'd like to see above 330. This Resistance Hero Finn above 330, but only if you decide to get that Finn Zeta. If you get that Finn Zeta, you make 2 teams out of your Ray team. You make a Ray team that has like L3 on it. Baby Cal if you have him, especially because didn't you say something about JKCK at some point, or is that am I just making things up because a lot of people have brought him up? Let's see, Zalron's yeah, JKCK is on your list, so getting Baby Cal into this roster sooner rather than later to put with your Ray is going to be nice, and make more like an unaligned Force user team with your Ray, and then you throw Finn, Resistance Hero Finn, Resistance Hero Poe, Rose, and Zori together on a team with that Finn Zeta, and you have 2 amazing teams for defense. So he is Relic 5. Yeah, perfect. Then yeah, break out that Resistance Hero Finn into that other Finn team. First order officer, you want faster than your Hux. It allows you to take Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and do the poke first turn, then immediately first order officer passes it back, then he swipes, and you immediately already are ramping for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and then General Hux takes a turn, passes it back to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and you have your cooldowns reset, and you can do it all again. So first order officer slightly faster than Hux, more faster than Hux if you can. Like if you can get like 25-30 speed above, just so that way when Jabba hits the speed down, when you're taking him up against Jabba, it makes it a little easier. Obviously it's not as important with the current Kron set, but you might as well work on it now while the Kron set's in place. Due to Holdokron, yeah, okay. Resistance Hero Poe Finn with Rey due to Holdokron. And that's the thing though, is like, the Holdokron works regardless. Like, I get holds with my Holdokron, and I using that as 2 separate teams. So I use Finn, Resistance Hero Poe, Zori, and Rose on one team, and then I do Rey, BB-8, Holdo, JTR, and then L3, and I still get holds with it. Like, it still does great. So there's still a degree of RNG Otter with the Leviathan counter, but it is the closest to 100% counter, yes. Although a mirror match is technically the highest win rate. What relic should I put Wampa at? I usually say Relic 5. Anyways, sorry. Getting off topic here. Okay, Dash Rendar's up here, Grief Karga's up here, Bosk is up here. If you can bring your Grief Karga closer to your Bosk, I would suggest it. Because if you can have like them 1 speed apart, then Bosk takes first turn, taunts, passes, and then Grief Karga takes a turn. He passes it back to Bosk with his Mass Assist, which is 5 towards your contract, and then Bosk hits his AoE, or his Mass Assist, and all of a sudden you have contract. But to do that, you also need your Mandalorian at 85% of Grief Karga's speed, so keep that in mind. So you'll have to do some math there. But Grief target, like what target should you have for Grief speed? I would want Boskin Grief to be as far over 300 speed as you can. I say at least 305 area, like at least over 300. If you can get up to 330, that should be your ideal target. But I don't even have them that fast, and I still do everything I need to do. Okay. Well, overall, I don't have a problem with your farming plan. You have a couple side farms that I would like to see in there, but I think you have most of your side farms like kind of planned out. Like I would love to see Imp Troopers, but you have that after your 501st. You know, you've got things planned out fairly well. So those would be my minor suggestions, alterations to your farming plan. You know, that BAM, that Finn Zeta, that Qui-Gon Omicron, that kind of stuff can really make or break a defense for you. So. Mine are 275 and 274 and work amazing. Usually outspeed most teams anyways. Yeah, you're trying to basically outspeed good JMK teams is kind of like the apex of what that team does. You want to outspeed the all of the characters except for Cat. I mean, you can outspeed Cat and it does help, but a lot of the times you don't end up doing Cat, but you can still get it done, because then at that point you can take that team in and you can kill off Cat, and then at that point you win. You just bring in a gas and clean it up. You can tactically two-shot a JMK, and if you can two-shot a JMK, you're happy. So 300 speed minimum is only good for Kyber 2 teams. I mean, we should be shooting for that, because I don't like to remod, dude. I don't think anyone likes to remod. So if you can shoot for a 330 speed for a Mara Jade and then never have to remod her, that's fantastic. So no, you didn't, Silent One. Unfortunately, that was our last roster review for today. We were doing some paid for roster reviews, so yeah, none of us like remodding. So hi, Adam452. Welcome, my friend. It's good to see you. Okay. I am increasingly feeling like garbage, and I need to go get some more liquids in me. So yeah, I still feel like the mod system does need some work, especially with like things how Hot Util does things. I definitely think that's true. Okay, sounds good on Raveki. I'll keep an eye on it. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. Thanks to all who contributed today. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. Big thanks to Dan C, our damn sugar daddy at the moment. You are awesome, my friend. And the damn best members, I appreciate you as always, former and current. The Damn Elite, we've had some new ones added into the Damn Elite. If you got added, make sure you connect your YouTube to your Discord through your Discord settings. That way you get everything you can get for that. Thank you guys so much for being here. You keep the lights on, and keep an eye out for a member game night coming this next week. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for coming out here, even while the Beaver is absolutely sick and feeling horrible. You guys are awesome. I will check everyone's DMs, I promise. But you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys